YouTube. Dude, we're back after filming what probably is our worst fucking
We don't got to talk about that right now. I thought it was pretty good.
I thought so too.
You were talking about how bad it was the whole time.
It was shitty. It was horrible. I was editing it, and it took like fucking so long to edit just to make it look like
Yeah, I felt
okay.
bad. Yeah.
It's all good.
After
And then
a
we scrapped it anyway, so you know all those
after a
hours of my
fucking
life.
abysmal podcast.
Dude, you're off the SRIs.
Dog, Fern
was
was
so
asleep half
funny.
the time.
I was drinking
Fern
and
was
taking my
sleeping.
medication. Like what? But I don't know. Maybe
Fern
maybe
was
you'll
off a bean or two.
maybe you'll see the light of day. But I don't
Maybe
know.
one day. It's in the vault right now.
For sure.
I think the
fuck?
clips will be fire. I think
No,
the
yeah,
last
100%.
bit that you edited with the jump cuts was real fun.
I liked it personally. I thought that shit was funny.
That's what I'm saying. I thought it was funny, but
Well, I like
the
the
first like
15
half
minutes.
was kind of rough.
The first 15. Well, I thought the first 15 minutes was good because I felt like we still had like the flow a little bit from before. But then I feel like after about 15, 20 minutes, it like came to a halt.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I mean, we essentially. So I mean, if
We
our
just
average,
ran out of gas,
yeah,
bro.
well, because the thing is like our average is like an hour 20, hour
Yeah.
30. We essentially shot like 2 hours of content. Like we shot 2 episodes
Yeah.
essentially.
Yeah. Well,
So
we
it
shot more
was-
than that because the video that I was editing was like an hour, like 40 or something like that. That I was editing, and
This is
just
take
cutting
three.
out all the bullshit. It
Yeah.
went down to an hour long. All the
Bro,
fucking bullshit. I cut
yeah.
out like 40 minutes of
But
that
it
video.
makes sense. Take 3, episode 3.
True enough.
It is up.
This
It
is
up.
technically
enough.
episode 6.
Nah, this is episode 3.
I'm not gonna lie. Not pointing any fingers, but that first hour was pretty fucking great.
Dude.
Never was recorded, but it was
that
pretty
hour
great.
We don't
was
talk about that hour. We don't
fucking
have to- we don't have to
legendary,
mention that
bro.
hour.
The hour was so
Look, we
good,
can't let
bro.
this turn into the last recording where we just talk about how good the
True
first
enough.
hour was. We
True
You
got
know
enough.
what I heard?
a brand new slate.
What I heard was reminiscing about the past was the lowest form of conversation.
You heard right.
Did you know that? I just read that on a TikTok comment.
Who decides that sort of thing?
I just read it and I was like,
You felt it?
oh.
No.
No.
Did you turn me down?
No, I turned myself down.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but fuck it. We're here now, and honestly, I think I got gas in the tank this time, so.
I feel like I
Fuck
got
it,
gas
right.
in the tank. I'm
Literally
feeling pretty
right when we
good.
started recording last time, though, Fern was asleep.
Yeah.
We started recording with him on his back, and he didn't get up for the first like 10 minutes.
Fuck, bro. Can we talk about the... No, let's not talk about
Talk about the what?
the socio-econ... What did Jaden Smith say?
Nah.
What did that fool say?
Can we talk about the
On
what is it,
Sway.
The socioeconomic state of the world right now.
Yeah.
What the fuck could he possibly know about that shit?
Actually, that's a good. Big Boy should have played devil's advocate and just been like, "Yeah, let's talk about it."
I
Should have just humored him.
I cringe at it so hard that
Yeah.
I only look at that first like 3, like where he says it,
Yeah.
and then just cut it off from there.
It's pretty incredible.
Because it's so fucking cringe. Like
Yeah.
I'm the type of person that can't look at like cringy shit.
Oh,
like
yeah.
I
I love to cringe. That's why I know exactly what he said. I've seen that video so many times.
dude,
I love to cringe.
like Catfish. You know Catfish?
Yeah.
Can't watch that shit.
Damn. Some of those reveals are fucking wild.
Cannot watch. It's too uncomfortable. Like I know it's not
Yeah.
me having to partake,
Yeah.
but I think it's just like I get secondhand embarrassment. Or
It's like a little high for me.
you're fucking weird.
Like fighting,
bro.
What
like it's
does
like
that
fighting a
even
bean. I'm fighting the current. I'm like, ugh.
What the fuck?
Well, nah, dude, that
Don't,
shit.
don't say what the fuck. I mean, you were.
I like
in-
cringe shit, but I don't feel. I
You
don't
live
view
for
it
the
like
cringe,
that.
fool.
bro.
do.
Literally, me, you, and Gav. Literally,
Yeah.
we couldn't find any more cringe content.
Get in frame, bro.
Every
Why'd you move
time
the camera
we
from?
would hang out and put up a new compilation or whatever, cringe compilation, we're like,
Yeah.
oh, we've seen this one.
Yeah.
Or we've been like, or half of it, we're like, oh, I've seen all these. Can't
Yeah.
even, like, it's not even cringe anymore.
Nah,
It's just kind of funny now.
I feel like people who like that, like yourselves, are like missing some part of your frontal
What the
lobe.
fuck?
Because like,
I mean,
you.
I do feel like I feel like looking back at it, especially those like cringe compilations
Yeah.
and shit. it's like the majority of that shit was just like somebody messing with like an autistic kid or something. And I'm like, oh,
well,
maybe I shouldn't have been watching that.
See, y'all
make me feel
fucked up.
bad
See,
now.
I
What
didn't
the
know it
fuck?
was. See, that's why I don't partake in the cringe because I'm a good person.
Well, I don't know. I don't know which ones you're talking about because I'm thinking one of my favorites. Do you remember the one where it was like it was like a tech presentation and they were trying super hard to be relatable to the youth and the current people? That one was incredible because that was like
I'm just saying, like, I feel like most of those
yeah.
the clips that they use were just like kids in like high school like doing some dumb shit, and you're like, okay, that kid definitely has like problems.
I feel like that was like later though. I feel like the earliest cringe comps were like legitimately really good, and then I think that's what it became. It became more of like a bullying kind of like ecosystem, I guess. No, I think that's when it wasn't like fun anymore. When you could tell it was totally mean spirited and not like legitimately.
Like I was saying, bro, the hater economy, bro. That shit is booming right now. I know we're in the dumps. We're in a recession right now. But hating is booming right now, bro. Just go on TikTok, bro. You'll see.
I'm not on TikTok, man. I'm afraid of it.
Hop on there.
I'm afraid of it.
Nah,
You can't
bro.
don't tell me how bad it is and
What
then
you
tell me to
afraid
get
of?
on.
Yeah, what are you afraid of, bro?
Huh? What am I afraid of? Well,
Gooning?
I'm definitely not afraid of that. No, I find myself on the Instagram Reels like Explore page, like it feels
That
like
shit
I like
is abhorrent.
it
bro.
feels like I blacked out or something. Like it feels like I went into a fugue state. I'm like, it's been 20 minutes. I don't even know how I started. And TikTok is that times like 100. So I was like, why the fuck would I make this worse?
Yeah, true.
TikTok is fucking my new word I like to use right now. Abysmal.
Abysmal,
Yeah.
Pepto-Abysmal.
That TikTok Reels. Fucking Instagram Reels is possibly one of the craziest. It's like Live Leak.
I think Instagram Reels
You
is
guys
so
see
crazy.
way crazier stuff than I
Yes,
do.
bro.
Yeah.
You guys tell me about people dying. and
Yes,
stuff.
bro.
You
You
see people dying.
people
It
will
doesn't
legit
cross
die
my-
on that fucking app. You're
I
just-
think the reason is because it's connected to Facebook, and they have
Yeah.
Facebook Reels. So you can see like old people like posting the most fucked up weird shit that they're just like, oh, look at this video I found online, and it's like somebody fucking dying, and I'm like, dog, what the? You click on the account and it takes you to some like old fuck's like account, and I'm like, what is happening?
Yeah, no, like
Or you see old bitches like dancing around, and I'm like, what the fuck?
I remember
think they have
this-
achievements on Facebook.
I remember this
so it
one.
makes people do that.
I remember this one video in particular where it was just like, it was like a guy in an airplane. No, not an airplane. It was like like one of the, not a propeller plane or no. Kind of
Sounds
plane is
right
it?
to me.
Some shit. Those small planes or whatever.
Yeah.
And it just bulldozes into the ground, just blows up. You could that guy was for sure didn't make it out that shit. And it's just like on TikTok, you're just scrolling. And then the next one will be like a cat video.
I think the most violent shit I've ever seen was before Freddie Gibbs got banned. When Freddie Gibbs was on Instagram, his story would be like 30 slides long, and everyone would be someone getting hit by a bus, somebody like getting their head ran over with a bicycle, and the caption would just be, "Aw, shit, bitch." I was like, Freddie's really from the trenches. This shit does not
This
bother
shit
him
doesn't
at
bother
all.
him. Fuck, bro. I wish I could say the same, bro. Oh, no. You know an even worse place?
Mm.
Twitter.
Yeah, Twitter.
That's probably true. Yeah.
I've seen a stoning on Twitter. Yeah, bro. Like,
What do y'all be looking at? My social
Just be
media
scrolling.
stuff is like mostly butts. Y'all be talking about people die. You talk about stonings and mutilations,
Yeah.
eating putrid
That's my
organs.
favorite shit. That's a whole segment that we'll do.
I just have
but
butts.
I
mine's
should probably
fucked up
start getting
shit.
into
Butts and
bro.
dogs,
I mean, butts is cool, but just seeing the other side of mankind
bro.
is kind of hard.
It's kind of raw.
Like seeing all these fools that are just like
Yeah.
tweaking and stuff, like seeing
Yeah.
dudes fucking smoking meth and shit on reels.
Nah,
Shit's
yeah.
Actually,
tough.
you know what? You have a point. I think if I didn't get caught so far into like the fucking ass
Goonagram.
crack,
Yeah.
that I would go and look for more of that, but every time I try to find more crazy shit, I just get sucked into the booty hole.
Nah, y'all want to go down a crazy rabbit hole?
No.
Go on.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yes.
Go on r/took too much.
Oh God. Why do I feel like I'm gonna see dead people?
You won't see dead people, but you're definitely gonna see people tweaking.
Yeah.
See people geeked.
You know what was the illest shit that we did was when I found
Geeked.
Tweaker Nation.
Oh my
I found
god,
Tweaker
yes.
Nation on Tumblr. That was like
Yes.
my authentic. Like no one said. I just found this shit. I don't know how. But it was literally.
This was
like,
my eureka.
It was like a community of like it was like a stoner life kind of community, except they were smoking fucking crack. There was like girls like with like the Huff like weed socks where they're taking like cute like pics with their bong, except it was a pook.
You know what we should do? You know
Hmm.
how Huff Weed Socks was big back in the day?
Yeah,
Well, we did like Pookie socks.
that'd be
Like
hard.
Pookie all over socks.
That would be
Yeah.
super
Probably already
hard.
been done.
Somebody's
by, like,
done it.
Food
Yeah.
communities or some shit, but
We could look into it. Maybe we could do something original
maybe
with it. I don't know.
maybe we do something crazier.
Could
I
just
don't
put
know.
like tinfoil and needles or something around it.
like spoons.
What
and
if you
shit.
put like track marks in the sock too?
Yo.
That'd be
Wait,
kinda
okay,
tough.
so explain this. So it's a community of
Yeah, so it's just like
Tweakers?
it's just like a trendy like thing, like the way that you could follow like stoner pages or whatever, or weed pages. These people smoke meth.
like aesthetically.
Yes, like literally a girl. Literally, you can see a girl. Literally, because they go with the pook, you go from the bottom. There's a girl. It's like first you're like she's like maybe kind of cute. Her skin looks like it's a little peely, but then she just goes. You think it's gonna go top. Whoosh, from the bottom and then blows a little O of some fucking meth smoke into the camera and then is like
Dog, that was the craziest thing is like, because when they hit the fucking pook, like they fucking blow out so much goddamn smoke, and it's just like a little bitch just
looked
like
kinda
sitting on her
nice.
couch or whatever on like a fucking Tuesday, bro, just like, oh, first hit of the day, and it's like she's fucking smoking.
my
pookie.
favorite was hashtag ice.
Hashtag ice is crazy. And then there would be like relationship ones
I
and
was gonna
stuff,
say
where it would be like
couples.
couples like
Yeah.
Hitting
hitting
the-
pooks, yeah,
Yeah,
and like making like cute videos of themselves.
you can even
smoking
see
crack.
some where like a guy's like his lady would be like tying him off
Yeah,
and shooting up.
What the fuck?
dog,
Yeah.
it was
It was a crazy
fun.
place. Did you? I think it was Gavin that sent it to me, and this was when I stopped. Is I was like, I don't. This is too much. I don't even. So basically, it was like two tweakers in a motel, and they were shooting a sex tape. And so he just sends me a video of two tweakers fucking, and the girl's got a tube in her mouth, blows out a fat cloud of ice, and keeps fucking.
Nah.
And I was like,
You're
yeah,
like-
I'm done, dude.
I'm
After
good
seeing
off that.
tweakers fucking and sucking on the meth hose, I'm off it.
You know that's never a realm I've touched. You know, like
That's fair.
like what you call it? What would you call that? Like tweaker porn?
Yeah, I think that's that. See, that was the problem.
That's a market right
it
there,
started,
bruh.
I was all right with the tweaker hashtag tweaker
Yeah.
nation, but then when it turned into tweaker porn, I was like, never wanted anything. I never wanted there to be anything sexual about this. This is
Like
their
a,
faces are fucking melted off too.
like a mouthless prostitute giving head.
brother.
What the fuck?
That's a
Watching some like zombies from The Walking Dead just smashing their rib cages together. It's fucking awful.
The
That's
K2 porn,
K2.
2CB.
the 2CB porn,
Damn. The cocodrilo.
Cocodrilo porn.
That was my shit. Do you remember on like Beyond Scared Straight, there'd be the kids that would like brag about smoking K2
Yeah,
and like
yeah.
crocodile.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, dude, regular weed's for pussies. I smoke crocodile every day.
Didn't that shit like melt your
14.
skin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was not good.
What the fuck?
Thanks, China.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I don't think
So
that shit
you
was
wanna talk-
Chinese, fool.
Huh?
I don't think that shit was Chinese.
Was K2?
K2 probably.
Okay. All right. One for two.
You know,
What about 2CB?
2CB. I have no fucking idea.
Oh, okay.
but I
don't-
could believe
Shit about it.
that China is trying to poison Americans.
I think it's more so that
I could see it.
we get the
Oh.
drug, like the drugs are made here originally, I think, and then they're like, oh wait, China can just manufacture them, and then they ship over all the drugs. Because there's no real like population of people who use those kinds of drugs in China, so it's like they weren't making them before.
That's what you said. So it's like synthesized here, like the formula is created, and then it's actually
they're like they have
manufactured.
whole fucking.
You know what? I
like,
didn't think only
chemistry.
America would be the place to like push the threshold of drug use. What are we doing here? Like fent?
Yeah, fence
Yeah.
the move right now, fence the wave. We got to get on that, bro. We're about to miss the
Yeah.
wave.
It used to be, it used to be like I feel like a while ago it was like, you know,
Xanax.
you'd accidentally
Mm.
get on Fent. It was not something
Well,
you
for sure,
went
yeah,
out
yeah,
of your
yeah.
way to do. Now people are trying to get the Fent.
I mean, but also it's like you need like a fucking 1/50th of the amount of Fent to get you where heroin would get you. So it's like,
Oof.
Yeah, bro.
but it has to like get like fucking cut with a million things, or else you'll fucking die if you do.
Can
like,
you
straight
imagine? We need to check back in on Tweaker Nation. Can you imagine what fentanyl has done to Tweaker Nation? Because this was like 5 or 6 years ago. I
Yeah,
looked at this
bro.
shit.
Nah,
It is
dude.
crazy though, because there used to be
It
like
wiped
all
them
those,
all out.
Yeah, there used to be like all those like documentaries and shit on like people like interviewing tweakers and whatever.
Yeah.
And then, but back then it was like they were like afraid of getting fent. Like they were like,
Yeah,
oh, we can't.
yeah.
Like, it's getting scary because like all my friends are dying because they're getting fentanyl instead of heroin.
Yeah.
And now these fools are like going after fentanyl. I'm like, damn.
Wow.
bro. That's
Did I get a little coke in my Fent?
That's what I'm saying. Get this
That's
shit
why
out
I
of here.
don't
It's
do
not
drugs,
pure.
bro. I just like there's just the margin of fucking of getting fent in your shit is just too fucking high nowadays.
I don't do drugs
bro.
either.
Yeah,
man.
like-
I've never done a drug. Well, the only drug I've ever done was like hydrocodone, but it was like a small amount. It took like a couple.
We're
It was
just
like my-
showing everyone that we're giant pussies. It's just like we don't do drugs.
I'm okay with it. Like
I'm
I'm
kidding.
fine with it. Like I don't know. I feel.
I've done drugs, but I don't do drugs.
Believe it or not, I feel good about not having ever done cocaine. Or
Yeah, I've never
Molly.
done. I've
Believe
never
it or not, I
done
feel
cocaine
okay
or
with
Molly.
that. Feel kind of good about that.
No, I just feel like, bro, like I feel like all that shit has to be cut, bro. There is no way
Yeah.
none of that shit is pure, bro.
No, of course.
Like the
I mean, dude,
bro.
if our food is cut, then the
What
drugs
makes you say
are
the
fucking cut.
unregulated market of fucking the drug market?
That's what I'm
yeah.
saying, dude. I'm
I'm
like,
getting
if
seed oils in my cocaine, bro.
if you know if your Subway sandwich, if half of it is sawdust and the McDonald's burger is a pink substance, a slime, then your cocaine is not
Yeah,
cocaine.
it's not
I
no.
promise you.
Dude, someone should make the pivot though, where it's like pure fucking Peruvian cocaine
Yeah, I feel
tested by many,
Yeah.
like like the bougie angle,
like,
you know, like
no, I feel what
oh,
you're saying. I feel like that's one of those things, like kind of like
like the Gucci of cocaine.
well, kind of like it's kind of like investing
Or
money
fat.
in when the market is low and then cashing out while it's high. So I feel like the drug market. I feel like if they don't do that already, then they ought to. Yeah,
I feel like it definitely has started.
Yeah.
Because you think these fucking billionaires are doing coke that's cut with some bullshit?
Yeah.
Like, there's no way. Like,
Fuck,
Elon
you're
Musk is not taking
right.
fucking
Yeah.
ketamine and shit that's cut with anything.
Nah,
Like,
he
you know
wants
he's taking
that. He
real
wants
shit.
that strong.
Do you
I
think
mean,
they
maybe he
sit
does,
around?
if he does it on purpose, but I feel like if they want it pure, like there's no
What
way
if you
a
think-
billionaire can't get it
Hmm.
pure.
What if the fent's being cut with something else?
Probably.
No, I mean that's what I'm saying. It like has to be.
Yeah.
Like they do that because
Po-
fent is so
'cause
fucking
even the Fent,
potent
yeah.
that it'll like kill you if it's not cut with a bunch of shit.
So it's probably like 90% rat poison.
It's
Yeah.
like fucking battery acids and fucking
Mhm.
gorilla biscuits and
You
shit.
seen those videos of the police officers pretending like they're like ODing on fent when they arrest someone and they have like
No.
a tiny bag this big of fent and they're like, oh my god, I'm getting near it, and then they fucking like jump on the floor and get Narcaned and shit. I'm like, dog, you didn't even fucking touch the fent. Like you have to smoke it or something to OD.
I want to see some undercover cops rip the galaxy gas.
I saw this video of this one cop. Dog, it was so fucking funny. This cop like runs into the bathroom and you see this dude just like laying face down with his fucking pants down and everything, dick out, and he's ODing on the floor. He opens the door to like help him, and it's his fucking assist, like the other cop. They're in a police station. The dude took fentanyl from somebody they arrested and went and did it in the bathroom when he fucking passed out with his dick out.
No.
And they had to
What
fucking
the
Narcan him and pull him
fuck?
away. It was the funniest shit.
Bro.
That's the zesty coke they be talking about.
All right,
I
now
don't-
I'm jealous
I don't know
of your
about that. I think he
timeline.
might have been like straight pissing after just smoking some fent or something, and then he just OD'd.
What the fuck?
But it was just the funniest shit. Just seeing this cop face down on the fucking bathroom floor ODing on
You
fent.
say his ass was out?
His ass was
No,
out.
he
bro.
pulled his pants all the way down like a
His shit was
kindergartner
all
to
the way down.
piss.
I don't know what was going on.
Dude, those kids that pulled their whole shit down had to have gotten arrested, bro. They needed to be
They
arrested.
didn't
that
achieve
day,
anything in
bro.
life.
No, it's not that. Like
okay.
that act in itself is Guantanamo Bay, bro. What the fuck, bro? And it's happened to everyone. So this is like, it's relatable. You just walk in, right? You walk in and that one fucking kid, I already see it. It's like a chubby kid, chubby white kid, white tidy whities, blue shorts,
Yo, what?
Why do you have this shit on the ready in
Because
your mind?
I remember it vividly, bro.
His name was Zach.
He had like a gray
He was a
long
good kid.
sleeve, bro. And bro, and you just walk in and you just see ass cheeks and you're like, bro.
I was that kid in kindergarten.
Bro.
Were you really?
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about like 4th, 5th grade,
What
bro.
the fuck? I've never seen that.
Never.
That's definitely
I don't think so.
that's definitely a handicap situation.
Yeah, definitely. That kid
But
needs
the
help
thing
with
is
something.
also I'm thinking about it too. The bathroom was next to the special ed.
Well,
Okay,
Okay.
well, there we go.
So that's-
there we go.
Checks out.
gotta,
You know what I have seen though, which
huh.
kind of fucked me up?
17-year-old Cox.
God damn it.
Why the fuck would you just drop that out of nowhere?
That's
bro?
not even
You're a
gonna
fucking
connect.
Weirdo, bro.
We-
You're
I
such
don't
a
care,
weirdo.
bro.
No.
Get
but
your story
I
off,
was,
bro.
I don't even remember where I
I
was.
feel like
think I
now
was
you
at a
have to
restaurant.
explain that though.
No, we don't explain it.
Okay.
We'll just let it sit with Fern saying that.
Okay.
I was at like a restaurant or something, and some fucking old dude comes in.
Yeah.
I'm taking a piss in the stall or in the little urinal. This dude comes in before he even gets to the divider thing. He just whips his fucking dick out. I was like, dog. You're
Wait,
like,
so like
this fool was
door
probably like 55,
entrance.
60, enters the
couple
door. It's probably
steps.
like 10 steps away from the door to the fucking urinal. He walks 5 steps.
Cock
Boop,
out.
belt off, zip down his pants. His dick is just right on the ready. I was like, dog, what are you?
was
Bro,
it
he's,
big?
he's saving time.
Fool's trying to speed run taking a piss, dog. Like, what are you doing?
Dick out before you even pass the sink.
That's what I'm saying.
Still can see yourself in the mirror. Dick
was
out.
It, was it down to the floor?
You know, I'm not like you. I don't have the photographic memory of.
Bro, I could vividly remember this shit,
Bro.
bro. Shit scarred me. I was like, what the fuck? No one in their right fucking
Why do
mind,
I feel like-
bro.
That scarred you?
Not scarred me, but it's definitely been imprinted in my fucking head.
Mhm. But yeah, it was a little weird. Just seeing some old dude just hanging dong walking through the bathroom. I was like, oh,
Nice.
It's
Yeah, you
not the
should have
place for
pushed
that.
him. You should
Some
have pushed him
old
into the
hog.
urinal.
just beat the fuck out of
Yeah,
him.
should have killed him.
Just beat the elderly like TK.
Yeah. Should have
Yeah.
beat his dick off.
I don't know
What
about-
the
I don't know
fuck?
about that one.
Hey yo. What the fuck?
He said what he said.
Yeah, so TK's doing 80 years now. For well, I don't know.
I have no clue what the fuck he's doing.
What if the old man took his dick out in front of him?
That's what I'm saying.
Is that a means for beating up old
No.
people?
Yes.
All right,
Oh, okay.
if an old guy whipped his dick out,
Oh yeah.
Oh, I mean, if he's doing it, yeah. If it's like weirdo shit like that, yeah, probably.
when is it okay to beat up an old person?
When is it okay to take your dick out?
Yeah.
Damn, I was clip farming just now.
Well, too bad. Beating
Oh.
the fuck out of an old dude.
Okay. Well, I mean, we can. Jolie, would you like to answer his question first?
What was the question? When is it
When
okay
is
to
it
whip your
okay to
dick
beat
out?
up an old person?
If he's whipping his dick out on me?
Shit.
When is it okay to whip your dick out? Second question.
Alone in your room.
Yeah, probably not in front of people unless they want it.
Alone in your room with your bae. You know.
Yeah, you definitely should have beat that guy up.
Yeah. I think he just needed to pee real bad because my boy ran in there and I got out that bitch. I was washing my hands and everything, and he was still
What if
going.
piss
by the
was
time I
hitting-
was gone.
Piss was hitting the floor.
I was about to say, I'm like, if you
If
have
he
to
was
go
pissing
that
on the
bad,
floor,
even more
that would
reason
be
to
crazy.
wait till
Yeah,
you get to
no.
the fucking
Yeah,
urinal.
Yeah. That shit would've
That's
been crazy.
hilarious, bro.
He comes out with wet knees.
What the fuck?
Dog. Have you ever seen somebody like
I
with
hate the
obviously
elderly, sorry.
like they piss themselves like walking around somewhere in public?
Bro, I knew
Dog, that shit's
oh,
gas. Like you go around like
the f-
Disneyland. It's so funny, bro.
That shit's gas?
It's so
Huh?
fucking funny, dog. Like you walk around like
Better
Disneyland.
choice of words,
Fool.
yours.
No, it is gas, dog. You walk around like Disneyland or something. You see some fool just like his pants are just soaking wet. You know that boy pissed his pants. That shit's so fucking funny, bro. You see some little kid, you're like, damn, this fool's really walking around with wet ass underwear and soggy pants all day.
Bro, and you about to sit down after him on a fucking ride?
Dude,
I'm avoiding that fool the rest of the day.
I knew
bro.
this
So
old.
you can't go on any more water rides the rest of the day.
That is
just
true.
because it could be confusing.
No, but you got to though. If you do that, that's got to be the move though. Right?
Oh no, he has
Yeah,
to.
yeah, hit a
You
water
can't once
ride,
you spot him.
Then
Now
no one will ever know.
I knew this old couple that smelled like shit. Shout out to Serving Donuts. This is when I used to work at the donut shop. They would come in like every day, I'd say, or it was like every day. And without fail, they would order a cinnamon roll and like coffee, right? It was like a cinnamon roll and a bear claw. Bro. Oh my God, bro. This guy would smell like a fucking barn. I felt bad. You feel kind of bad, you know, because it's like clearly he's like so old and what's the right word? Incapable of like taking care of himself. Bro literally
he's
walked
laughing.
out.
He just can't even take care of himself. His mind is fading. His family abandoned him. He smells like shit. It's so sad.
Like, bro, clearly is like,
He's being robbed by his maid.
yeah,
His caretaker's taking advantage of him, taking his
Yeah,
pills that
bro.
he needs for his arthritis.
But anyways, I would have to face the wrath, bro.
You should have just walked up and like sprayed him with deodorant.
Bro, it was fucked up because like sometimes customers would be around too, and they'd smell that shit, bro. But they'd be like, "What smells?" And you just gotta play it off like, "Fuck!" Like I hope they help him.
What?
Yeah, like what do you mean? Like you're not trying to be mean. Clearly, it's
Your
the
fucking eyes are watering from the stench.
without fail. He would smell like shit. I'm talking like a fresh pasty shit, bro. Like
What the fuck?
oh my
dog?
God, bro, and like, bro, oh my God,
Would he like hang out a while, drink his coffee?
So the good thing is he
Yeah.
he wouldn't seclude himself, but he'd sit in the corner
Yeah.
with his partner or his friend or whatever.
Does she smell like shit too?
No, it was just him, bro. It was just him.
Because I'm trying to think. Aren't there are like conditions where people just like have just like chronic BO or something like that?
Yeah, I
but it
think
wouldn't
It wasn't
smell like
BO,
dookie.
bro.
Yeah.
It smelled
that's
like
no good.
shit,
That's
gang.
no good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's bad.
bro. And
Maybe he was wearing diapers.
I was about to say he probably was walking around with a poopy diaper.
change them shits, bro.
Serio.
God damn.
Before you go get your hands on on a bear claw, gang.
That's what I'm
Get this shit out your ass, boy. Shit his britches
Bro.
with a fucking bear claw in his hand.
And my cousin can attest to it, bro. I have sources, bro. Fucking my cousin Chris, bro. I think he died. R.I.P.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, just drop that on us, bro. This man smelled like shit. Now he's dead.
R.I.P. bro. Throw one of these.
Damn, bro. That's the most 2025 shit I've heard.
And he's dead now. Let's
Dude
move
used
on.
to shit his britches. Now he's dead. And I don't work at the donut shop.
And I don't work at the donut shop.
That's
That's
honestly
just
the
how
most
shit moves
important
these
part.
days.
Yeah.
Just
What?
people smell
Just-
like shit. They die. You get a new promotion.
That's just the way life rolls,
It
bro.
That's how
is what it is.
That's
So,
true.
like, think I'm gonna think
You see
about-
somebody get hit by a
You think
bus
it
on
keeps
the
me up at
internet.
night that man smelled like shit and he died a couple days after? No.
Damn. Maybe you were just smelling the death, bro. You might be one of those fools that says that they can sense the death
Yo.
coming.
I was that so Raven. I can see premonitions and shit.
Like, damn.
That's
Damn,
devil
bro.
shit.
Like,
Nah.
shit.
The sixth sense, you can smell dead people.
Yeah.
That's not as cool.
That's
That's not
fucking
cool.
horrible,
Imagine, bro,
bro.
you're just walking around. You're like, damn.
Aw,
shit
dude, this
smells
fool's
like
gonna die.
ass.
I can smell it on you, bro. You're gonna die, gang.
Yeah, and then what do you
Hey,
tell him?
'cause
bro?
you
You're
don't
like,
have
hey, yo,
long.
you smell like shit.
You ain't got long, bro.
Imagine when Fern comes around, he has a face mask and he's real nice to you.
Yeah.
I, just,
Like, oh no.
I gotta let you know, like, you stink of shit, and you're probably not gonna make it for I don't know the next month now. But I love you, bro.
Fern's like dry heaving into his shirt as he places a gift basket like 10 feet between the two of you. you know it's a.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I'm pulling up this fucking topic right now.
No, you good.
Is that cool with y'all?
No, yeah, you're good. Go ahead.
It's our podcast, right? This is cool.
It's fine.
It seems like it's your podcast.
Oh
You're
my
sitting in the
God.
middle. Kingpin doesn't have to do any work.
I've never heard someone
I'm just
bitch
joking.
more. No, I'm just kidding. Bro, I wanted to talk about this cool shit, bro. Like, you know,
Let's hear it.
this cool fucking, you know, I
Let's
wouldn't say
hear it.
niche necessarily.
Put it down on me.
But this, you know, this cool, interesting topic that
Yeah.
I thought about. Shouts out to ChatGPT.
Dog, what the fuck? We're just gonna become an AI podcast now.
Just AI us on the thumbnails and shit.
That'd be sick. I'll just stand here like this, and then you'll just like type in, and it'll
That's
we'll create a chance voice modification, and we'll just kind of sit here, and then, maybe we could do a little AI video. Have us just like randomly moving our hands out of sync with the
Yeah.
AI.
All right, so this interesting story is not practically. It's about this place called the Laurel Canyon. All right, and it was known for. It was a period often romanticized for its musical innovation and countercultural movements. Shit, who was there? Fucking, I don't know.
Oh, nice.
Canyons are a lot like they're like the mainland version of islands.
That is true. That is true. In some ways, some would say.
Yeah, so it's this book called Weird Scenes Inside the Canyon, Laurel Canyon, Covert Ops, and Dark Heart of the Hippie Dream by Dave McGowan. Yeah, Dave McGowan. And it essentially breaks down like the dark nature behind the 1960s, 1970s flower power floral movement. And just to give you like the main point, like so McGowan says in this book that the U.S. intelligence community, particularly the CIA, may have played a significant role in shaping the Laurel Canyon music scene. He suggests that it was part of a broader strategy. Dude, I can't talk. Broader strategy.
Popcorn fern.
Fuck
Yeah.
you. Broader strategy to control and influence the burgeoning counterculture and anti-war movements, effectively turning a potential threat into a manageable and even beneficial entity for the establishment. So it was essentially like what was it, like the ideologies of like the Black Panther movements and all that shit. Like it wasn't necessarily getting weaponized, but it was like obviously becoming a threat to them. And I guess what he's trying to say and essentially put it down is that they co-opted the fucking movement, gave people drugs and LSD, and sedated the movement so it didn't get bigger, you know, than what it could have been, like the full potential of what, you know, you get what I'm
But
trying
Yeah,
Is
no,
it
I totally
the-
get what you're saying.
Is it the Black Panther movement or like the hippie?
It was like
'Cause
the
those are,
hippie
like, two
movement.
separate. Because the Black Panthers didn't really fuck
But
with
they-
hippies at all. Because hippies were weirdo racist, like rich people.
Shit, there's always something.
No, I'm asking the question, bro. You're the expert.
No,
you
I'm not
you
the
did
expert.
ChatGPT in fucking research, bro. I'm just asking, is it the Black Panther movement? Or
It's
the
not the
hippie
Black
movement?
Panther movement. It's, well, I mean, you could say the hippie movement had some inklings of the Black Power movement. Like,
I mean, not really, to be honest. Most of the hippie movement was like solely based about like fucking white people and shit.
it
Like,
was
it wasn't-
anti-war shit.
I mean, kind of, but like I said, the hippie movement has tons of connections to like the CIA and stuff, just because it was all like rich people doing it. The hippies weren't like a grassroots kind of movement thing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You don't think
Like
it
it
was in the beginning,
No,
like what this is suggesting?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
No.
What do you think the idea was in the beginning?
I really do think it was. I mean, I do think like the people probably had the idea of doing like anti-war stuff. Like there
Mhm.
definitely was like anti-war
Yeah.
stuff in the hippie movement, but it always ends up being just like tons of just rich people partying
Yeah.
and stuff. Like it seemed like it was way more focused on like the parties and music and stuff than
Yeah.
any like actual cultural change or anything.
Right.
Because they were never like really successful in like any like culture movements or anything like that. Like the only
Yeah.
culture they had was like the music, and even then, like most of the fucking musicians that were big in the hippie movement were like CIA assets and shit, or they had connections
Mhm.
to like government officials and stuff. So, kind of, I don't know.
That's interesting though. So with what this says though is that the idea is that where they were getting all the drugs and all the chemicals was from the CIA in order to so that it would become more about the partying. But
Yeah.
you're saying it was about that from the beginning.
No, I'm saying,
Yeah.
I think it
Oh,
could have
you
been,
think-
it could
okay.
have been in the very beginning.
Yeah.
Like
But then
real.
Yeah.
But
It probably
again,
wouldn't have
like
been significant
it always
enough.
comes with like the like if
Yeah.
the people who are creating the movement don't really have
Yeah.
like a big stake in it, you know, because the hippie movement was created by like rich people.
Yeah.
Like that's what it was. It was like rich and like upper middle class people.
Mhm.
When
With
they
ChatGPT.
That makes
have,
sense
like,
as to
way
why it was
more-
all at the colleges.
exactly no exactly
Yeah.
it was all like college. Like
I never thought about that, but yeah.
And I mean, it kind of makes sense just because like they're so removed from a lot of the problems that they were speaking out about that I
Yeah.
think it makes it easier for them to like be led
I was
astray,
about to
you
say
know?
I feel so fucking stupid now. I'd never considered really. I've never.
I mean,
really
I'm not
been
an
that
expert, so
interested
it's
in
not
it.
like,
So,
but
but it makes so much sense because no like poor people, no people of the people choose to be barefoot. That's some rich
no,
people
that's what I
shit.
mean. Even like nowadays, like you see these like fucking hippie groups and stuff that are
Yeah.
like, oh, we're going on like silent raves in the mountains and stuff, and it's
Yeah.
all these people who like are mega fucking rich and they're
Yeah.
walking around with no shoes, wearing all linen
Yeah.
and everything, and I'm like, you have so much fucking money and you're just doing this. Like all the fucking tech billionaires
Yeah.
that go to like fucking Burning Man and all that
Yeah.
stuff. It's like it's those kinds of people.
Right.
Obviously, that's like an extreme, like Burning Man and everything,
Yeah.
like the very very rich, but
Mhm.
but it's always like people from money a lot of the times. I feel like
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, dude, there's people, there's poor people that can take a fucking shower. These motherfuckers constantly dirty ass hair, bottom of their feet black. You chose that.
yeah.
Broke ass people can take care of themselves. They would not
Yeah.
choose that.
Yeah. But I don't know. I mean, I'm not an expert on anything. Like, there's just a bunch of shit that I've, like, read or looked into
Yeah,
over
yeah,
the years.
yeah.
But
But it is
but
interesting
there's
though,
also, like,
because
tons of different groups, right? So it's like
Yeah.
there obviously was, for sure, like, groups of, like, hippies that were probably super cool and probably actually
Yeah.
had, like, strong, like, ideologies and stuff. But I think, like, in general, like,
Yeah.
a broad movement, there was never, like, a broad movement
Right.
in the hippie movement. It was all just kind of, like, people
Right.
that were like, oh, we like taking LSD and, like,
Yeah.
listening to music.
yeah, but I still think that there's something to this though.
But I
just
think-
No, I mean,
because-
I also agree with this though. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying is like I think the broad movement was very influenced by
No, I
by the
think
CIA, like,
I
going in.
personally, well, I don't know much about the flower power movement and shit, but I think I don't know. I feel like most or some of it is romanticized in a way that it probably wasn't grassroots or whatever the fuck, but it still had counterculture sentiments and anti-war sentiments to it. What I'm trying to say with this is that the CIA co-opted that to essentially, would sedate be the right fucking word?
I think so. I mean, if you're talking about like the drugs,
Yeah,
specific-
add
then yeah.
LSD, sedate,
Yeah.
and make it a more whatchamacallit, more about the drugs. This drug, not hippie. I won't even say hippie, like this like this druggy lifestyle as opposed to
I
this,
see.
you know, right?
Yeah,
Like
no,
sedate the
right,
movement,
Right. Okay.
make before it gets out of our
Right,
fucking hands,
and then
you know?
and then obviously
before real change starts to
Yeah.
happen.
And obviously in conservative America, because I mean, propaganda, a huge part of propaganda is about association, right? Like that's why the montage is such a powerful tool of propaganda, because they just show you certain groups of people, certain types of people, whoever you want to demonize, doing the same thing, and then you begin to associate
Yeah.
the person with that. So if they can associate anti-war sentiment with drugged out tweaker bums,
Yeah.
then it's going to make right-wing America pivot more towards war, because they're like, well, if
Yeah.
the people who are against the war are a bunch of fucking degenerates.
Yeah. And there's some interesting key points here. So it's like there's like military lineages to like the Doors. What's that fool's name?
That's
Jim
a trip.
Morrison.
Jim Morrison.
Jim
I mean,
Morrison.
that's what I was talking
Yeah.
about with like all the like really big like hippie bands and stuff. All of them had like fucking CIA
Yeah.
connections and weird shit.
So let me
And you
read
say
this
Jerry
off.
Garcia too.
Jerry Garcia too.
A
What is
striking
trip?
number of prominent Laurel Canyon musicians. This is more of the Laurel Canyon, but I think
Okay.
it does go bigger into like the flower power shit.
Yeah.
A striking number of prominent Laurel Canyon musicians had familiar ties to the military and intelligence sectors. For instance, Jim Morrison's father was Admiral George Stephen Morrison, linked in the Gulf of Tonkin incident, while Frank Zappa's father worked in chemical warfare research. Yeah. I don't know at this point. The wrecking
That's the worst type of war.
the
Definitely
wrecking
is not a
crew
good
theory. McGowan speculates that session musicians, notably the wrecking crew, were behind many recordings attributed to famous bands like The Doors, suggesting a manufactured authenticity in music. That's another thing. Like a lot of these bands didn't write their fucking their music. There's like another point.
Yeah.
Wait, so
And
who was writing it?
This guy,
Or some of 'em?
They were called the Wrecking Crew.
Okay.
Yeah. That sessions musicians, yeah.
Okay, and did they have?
And they were essentially writing the music.
Yeah. Did they have
for-
government association
I don't know.
or connection?
Yeah.
No? Okay.
Fucking probably.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you can, yeah. I mean, that's a huge
Yeah.
way to control masses.
Mysterious deaths and dark associations. The book highlights a series of untimely and suspicious deaths among musicians and their associates, as well as connections to figures like Charles Manson, implying a darker undercurrent to the scene. And the Lookout Mountain facility. McGowan brings attention to a covert military installation in Laurel Canyon, suggesting its possible role in surveillance and psychological operations related to the music industry. Yeah. So I don't know if you and apparently Jared Leto bought like a fucking
I was about to say this is
compound there.
starting to sound familiar because
Yes.
I remember, because this was tied into MK Ultra, right? And I believe, the compound he bought was a research facility, wasn't
Laurel,
it?
Guess where?
Is in
In
Laurel.
Laurel
Oh, okay. Yeah. See, that's funny. I didn't recall Laurel Canyon, but I remember the weird Jared Leto house that was tied to MK
Yeah.
Ultra.
Yeah.
And
It gets fucking out there, bro. Like
do you think he has like direct connection? You think
See,
he's
I
just a
asked
fan?
I don't think so.
He's probably
I
a
think-
fan,
I
huh?
think
You think
he's a
he's
fan.
fucking
I
But he
think-
thought it was cool.
Well, no, he
Yeah.
he's probably too much of a
he
fucking
is,
retard
but
to know.
I think it's almost like his aesthetic thing, you know, where he
Yeah.
like is doing like that whole cult leader thing.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think
that's
he
kinda
was
what I
like, "Oh, this
thinking.
is like kind of edgy and cool or whatever,
Yeah.
like super weird. Like, why would I
Mhm.
do this?" So I think I
Mhm.
feel like that's why he did. it.
Yeah, same. Yeah. I haven't looked into the I know it's been going on for a while, but I've never really looked into much of the Jared Leto cult thing, the cult
I haven't
island.
seen too much of it, but I've
Yeah.
looked at a few things, and it is fucking weird, bro. Where
Yeah.
he gets like hundreds of fucking
It
ladies
looks
all
fucking
dressed in
weird.
white, and he just sits up there
Yeah.
and gives like sermons basically for like hours and stuff. And I'm
What
like,
does
the
Jared
fuck does
Leto
he
have to
about?
talk about? Exactly. What does he talk
I
about?
don't, and these people pay him like thousands of fucking dollars to go to like weekend retreats where he like speaks and stuff. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know.
How do I do
bro.
that?
That's what
Bro.
I'm saying, dude.
It's just like us. It's just a couple of retards talking,
Yeah.
and sooner or later, a couple of other retards will start following us.
Yeah, but I feel like he might be a little bit bigger than we'll ever be. I think
Yeah.
he's got a little bit more power.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but to tie that all back in, like, what do you guys think about that
I
whole
don't know.
fucking?
I mean, I've also heard a lot of people, and a lot of like journalists and stuff believe that from the beginning the hippie movement was just a CIA plant.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's like evidence. I would have to look it all up and everything. But I would listen to a podcast and stuff about like journalists even at the
Shit.
time and stuff, and there being like evidence that points to like the people who like started like the hippie movements basically being CIA
CIA.
assets. Yeah.
What was
Like,
their goal from the
starting it.
beginning?
I think it literally just was to like sedate people and like
Oh, okay.
and like put out this almost like take the people away that had like some kind of like counterculture like ideas and
That's
like,
what I'm saying,
anti-war
like,
things,
Oh,
to almost
And, like,
discredit
and
the
just like bring them in and be like, oh, this is the big movement. Like you're obviously not going to join the fucking Black Panthers and
Right.
up a chop. Like
I
you just
see.
want to do like free peace, free love, and have sex with
Right.
all the people you want.
right.
And that like made all the people that
Ah.
were in colleges and stuff where they had power
Yeah.
to Because it was like, of course they're not
It's
going
just
to
a way of
target poor
weeding 'em
people that are
out.
doing it, because they're not going to be able to convince the poor people. But
Yeah.
they can target all the people that have money
Right.
and be like, oh, like
Okay.
don't actually focus on like the big things. Just be like, oh, we're
Right.
gonna go protest war and then for like an hour and then go have sex for like the rest
Damn,
of the
that's
day.
crazy.
Like,
So before it really even could, so basically it was doomed to fail from the beginning. Basically,
yeah, it seemed. I mean, from that perspective,
Yeah.
it seems like from they were just trying to get ahead of it. They were like, oh,
Right.
instead of like having these people like actually wake up, especially during like Vietnam and everything, and see like how fucked up the realities of everything are.
Yeah.
They're like, let's just do
what I'm
like
saying.
start this shit ourselves and imprint it in these people's minds that like, oh, this is a movement we can join
Yeah.
and we can
So-
actually get into something.
So you're
Right.
like you're saying your point is we're practically agreeing.
I think it's
But
pretty
your
much the
point
same
is
thing. It's just
like
the only difference is like
I
came
think
first
it
with the
started
CIA.
grassroots.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
that's the
you
only
think it
difference,
started
yeah.
from the
But I mean,
beginning.
at
yeah,
the end of the day, it had the
happened.
same outcome. and
Exactly.
had the same,
yeah.
like,
No,
they wanted to do the same shit with it. I think.
dude, it's such a trip, bro. Like the power that fucking media has, or even like fucking just even co-opting the music industry to fucking
Yeah.
to have people think a certain way and take LSD and fucking preach. Oh, it's almost like the poser thing where it's like, oh, it's anti-war, but you know, like it all ultimately is to fucking subdue the real movement at hand.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think it was probably a grassroots thing in the beginning, and then the CIA was like, wait, hold the fuck on.
Yeah.
If this keeps escalating, they're obviously gonna, you know.
Yeah.
So let's make the fucking pivot. Let's give them LSD.
Yeah.
Let's give them.
No, I get. I think also there's just like it's just the terminology like grassroots. I think the whole thing is that there were people
Yeah.
that believed these ideas and had these certain sentiments.
Because I think of Jimi Hendrix,
and-
wasn't he poor?
But
I would
yeah,
need to look that up though. I'm not 100%,
regardless of
but-
what it looked like in the beginning, it may not have like it definitely didn't look like what we think of when we think of the hippie movement.
Yeah.
But there were people, of course, I mean, as there always has been and always will be, anti-government, anti-war sentiment. And so they were just like, you know, I mean, and that's not too long after the McCarthy era, is it? So it's like we found another, you know, just another group of dissenters to kind of
yeah.
to draw
And
out and get rid of.
Yeah, I
And-
think part of the thing that I think is like, I mean, honestly, even with the way it started, I think we actually are on the same page because I think
Yeah,
you
100%.
kind
I
of
think
think of
so.
it more as like
It
the
started
people
as
that
a
had
thing.
the ideas
Yeah.
were starting, but I just think that people had the ideas and they like the CIA like took advantage of that
Yeah.
instead of like whatever. But I do think that another reason would be like they wanted to focus on groups that were actually doing stuff, right? So they wanted to
Yeah.
focus only on like the Black Panthers or something
Yeah.
who were actually like causing change and like actually making people want real change and like showing that it's possible. And then they were like, instead of having like these poor people doing it and rich people or middle class people starting to like realize it and gain class consciousness, I think they were like, let's just shut that one down right away and only focus on these poor people because poor people are easier to subdue than people with money and people with power.
Do you think the Black Panthers actually supplied the Crips with the weapons, or do you think
That's
that
where
was a
they
CIA
I don't
splintered.
know,
The Bloods and Crips
yeah.
happened out of the Black Panthers.
Exactly, but I'm wondering, I'm like, do you think the CIA maybe
Shit,
wanted these
indeed.
communities to collapse in on themselves, and so rather than, because it could be Black Panthers wanted these people to arm themselves, or it was a way to give people who are already poor and angry a
Yeah.
means to destroy themselves,
Yeah.
which would, you know, I mean, that's how it is
Yeah.
now with all the liquor stores, gun stores, whatever. So it could be that if they did infiltrate the Black Panthers, that it was the CIA who created Crips and Bloods and all that, essentially.
Yeah. I mean, but it almost ties back to what Yoels was saying,
But
or
I
like
don't
what
know.
I was saying, where it was like you have even like the CIA. I feel like will always have sleeper cell agents in every fucking
Right,
movement.
Well, yeah, it's not like the Black
Yeah.
Panthers didn't have fucking CIA.
Exactly.
assets
And
in
I'm
them.
just
Like, of
thinking
course they
like,
did.
bro, I'm pretty sure there must have been like a leader in there of the Black Panthers or something
Yeah.
who was clearly a fucking CIA agent.
See, that's what I'm thinking. Is I'm like, that would have been the one to give
Yes,
the people
to
the weapons,
to
probably,
fucking,
so that
yeah.
they'll start killing each other. Especially if there
the
was
real
already,
race trader.
Well,
Damn.
especially
I mean,
if
I
you
can see
can
that.
already see the trends of violence in that area, then it's like, and then you also see them gravitating towards those ideas. And like I said, it's just
Then
giving
you
people the
arm
means to
'em
destroy
and,
themselves. Yeah.
You start to they start to like, make gangs and shit to
Yeah.
protect themselves. Like, oh, we need this to protect ourselves from
Yeah.
the outside,
Yeah.
whatever the fuck, you know.
And it might even, well, I don't know if, I mean, yeah, it could be that, but I'm also thinking too, like, it's crazy how in so much of America, like obviously not as much on like the West or East Coast, but in like Middle America and the South, like switches, like stuff like that, like just like the ability to like destroy each other so easily. Like I was even listening to this like kind of older banger, and he like, I think he might have done like, he did like decades in prison, a lot of time. And so he was speaking to the youth, and he was like, this shit, he's like, this shit, like, these kids are even crazier than we were, because when we were younger, like, you know, we didn't have switches, like we didn't have extended magazines, we had, you know, just semi-automatic.
We didn't have the titty drums.
That's what I'm saying. Didn't have Gorilla Nuts. Yeah. And so so they're like, now it's like a 14-year-old with a fucking drum on a Glock can just it's fucking insane.
Have their own little Columbine.
Yeah. And it's like there's not I don't know, is anybody really trying to do anything about that at all? Like, I don't know how you would go about doing it, because then that's a larger conversation of gun control. But
yeah, no, I don't. Fuck, bro.
I can't help but, I guess where I was going is I can't help but wonder if it's kind of beneficial to not do anything about it. Again, let these people kill each other.
No, 100%. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, not only that, like, imagine this, or this is just off the top of the dome, like, right? You have a kid, right, who's clearly getting into trouble, right? Low income family, whatever. Getting into trouble, having to pay off the bail bonds. He's getting into reoccurring fucking trouble and shit. Maybe he dies or whatever. I'm thinking of the angle of the corporations and shit, like just like buying off the, like, even what they were like bulldozing projects and shit.
Right. Yeah.
To like fucking and that's an even bigger discussion. Fuck, I feel like I'm all over the place. But they like bulldoze projects and shit. It causes more fucking dissent, like, like because it moves warring factions like right next to each other.
Right. Oh,
and right. like it's shit like that.
Yeah, that's a good point. I never even thought about that. Yeah, with the way the turfs are cut up, like, yeah. Yeah,
and it's shit like that where it's like it makes you think like, all right, the poor single mom, right, probably has to put up her house to fucking pay off the bail bond guy, and fuck, like, it just becomes a fucking mess for minority. Bro, I feel like Minister Farrakhan right now, okay? but yeah, like, I guess what I say that to say is yes, there's probably a bigger fucking hand at play. And it really, to me, it's just one giant fucking money play. Like, the CIA has a role in digging up this cash. It sort of not the politicians, like corporations and shit. I wouldn't be surprised if they're in fucking cahoots. Because at the end of the day, it always comes back to capitalism. We're in a capitalist society. Like, everything is for profit, by profit, all is profit. So, you know, like, it makes sense. Damn, bro.
Almighty dollar is your only God.
Oh, God. I am your God.
Ain't no Christian country. Dollar is God.
Yeah, but fuck, that came from the flower power and fucking Jesus, bro.
Fuck, what was I thinking?
But
I'm
down to talk about this, though.
I wanted to get more information on, and Jolie, I know you have information on this, and I've been meaning to look at more of it, but the like the Tucker Carlson, like, CIA Contra vacations.
Shit. Yes.
I don't know.
Crazy.
I don't know where you want to, if you could start somewhere in it, but
ChatGPT?
No, we're not using
DeepSync.
I don't use AI.
No AI.
Oh, he thinks he's better than us.
We're not an AI. We're not an AI podcast.
We're not.
We can't be. Well, you're
They
trying to
get
become
with the
Joe
times,
Rogan. Dog, you're trying to just become Joe Rogan, just popping off on random.
This is
shit
our
that you
Jeremy.
trust.
If you think about it, Jeremy, pull that shit up.
Dog, you can't. You cannot trust fucking ChatGPT to be correct about this shit. You gotta look at sources. You gotta do all this
Bruh.
shit. Come on, brother.
No, that's the
Um,
new way to sedate the masses, bro.
That is true.
AI.
ChatGPT.
Make
It's
it feel
too
like
easy.
Make it feel like you know everything.
Yeah.
Dude, we need
Something
to.
else.
Dude, I need to show you guys after the
The
pod.
faceless AI.
Have you guys seen the Metal Gear Solid fucking ending? I think it's Metal Gear Solid Liberty City or not Liberty City.
What the
I'd play
fuck?
that. That sounds fun.
That one, bro.
Liberty something. But at the end, it practically goes on about this rant. Like, there's this
Yeah.
rant about how like AI is essentially running all our discourse because we can't handle it because we're always pointing fingers and we'll ultimately destroy ourselves. So the AI will be in charge of handling all of that for us.
Yeah. Yeah, AI is just scary because again, like the fact that you do have to go and fact check, at least right now on like Google with the AI tool. It's crazy that it's like that's just part of Google now. Is just like the first thing that comes up when you Google anything is the AI.
Yeah, Gemini.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
But at least they put like where the sources that the information was aggregated from are listed. But you know, with the other ones, it's not, and I can see that being so bad in the future because I'm like, not having any sources, not even having a person attached to the information. I'm like, oh my god, dude! In the hands of the elite, I mean, obviously, radio media has always been. I mean, wasn't that the whole purpose of radio in the beginning was to propagandize?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think the
So, I
first
mean,
ones were like used for propaganda.
The nature of media from the beginning has been to control, and yeah, this is the scariest, and this is why I feel like that's why there's so much of it is like more focused on fun. Again, kind of back to the hippie thing, so much more focused on fun than productivity because that's how they
Yeah.
get you. That's how they get you into
Yeah.
it, right? It's like, oh, you can make a big titty goth mommy.
Concerts, porn,
Yeah.
drugs, parties.
Yep.
Let's not worry about the other shit.
Yeah.
Fuck.
It's like, oh, it can do your homework for you. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, all these ways to just make you, make
Not
you
think
lean on it.
critically.
Yeah.
don't have
Look
to
at it
think
for
critically.
for entertainment, and you look at it to think for you, and then it's one of them things where it's just like you get too comfortable with a certain thing, and yeah, it's
Fuck, I was gonna bring up a point. Fucking slipped my mind.
hard work's not a bad thing, kids.
Oh, not at all.
Working for something's good. A little bit of pain is good to accomplish something later.
Palabra.
If something hurts, then it probably isn't worthwhile. If something doesn't hurt, then it's
Which
probably
one?
not
Any.
worthwhile. That's the problem. With all the bullshit, bro. Motherfuckers have weak jaws now from all the soft food, all the processed food, gang. Now that's where looks maxing came from. There would be
True.
no looks maxing. You know what looks maxing was at one time? Eating your veggies, kids. That was looks maxing. Now you got a recessed fucking chin, a droopy fucking jaw
Oh, you got a mog all the time.
from eating macaroni and cheese
No,
and
you know what I
chicken
was just thinking?
nuggies.
This epiphany that just hit me.
Uh,
We'll be the first people to fuck humans and robots.
What the fuck? Where?
damn, in the future they won't even have the option.
Yeah.
Humans will all just be neutered and castrated.
Yeah, it's gonna be like Orwell when the test tube babies and shit, and people just fuck
Damn.
with no
Well,
second
that's the
thought.
bright side. Bright side is of us, of our shedding our humanity, is that we'll be right on the cusp, and we'll get to experience a little bit of both.
Damn.
A little
Can see from
humanity
both
shedding,
sides.
a little bit of
Fuck,
old school
fool.
fun.
We're just straying from God, bruh. What the fuck, yeah? What happened, gang? We used to be a good Christian country.
We really did.
Now we got
Not
fucking.
anymore. What are you looking at me for? What were you expecting me to say?
I was just like, there's a little thing that went into my head right now. I was seeing Fidel Castro and fucking and red flags behind him and shit when
Yeah.
I saw you.
I don't know
That's
much
my
about
goat.
Castro, but
That's my
I saw
goat.
him playing basketball on Instagram the other day, and at first I was like, "Is that AI?" Because it seems
No,
like an AI
He's
thing.
not.
He was really like that, and I
He
was like,
that. He was
"Fine by
beloved
me."
by fucking everybody, dog.
Huh?
He was like beloved by everybody.
Yeah.
Even
I
when he
don't know
came
about
to, even when he came to to America, there was just like fucking paparazzi, pretty much, just like people. He stayed in Harlem instead of going up to like Manhattan and stuff where they wanted him to stay, and just all these people would just come around and just like be
I
talking
think
to him.
he was a
loving him.
CIA asset.
You think he was a CIA asset? The man who has the most attempts on his life by the CIA was a CIA
Yes,
asset.
bro. Look at Osama bin Laden.
What? Can you tell me one reason
Come
why
on,
you think
bro.
Castro would be a CIA asset?
Fuck, let me just think of one.
Literally like the most fucking hated country by the U.S. And you think
He double crossed the double cross, so he was an asset in the beginning, and then he was like, you know what, I'm gonna switch it up, and I don't know what I'm talking about, bro.
I'd watch that movie.
I think
That'd
you're
be sick,
tripping,
huh?
dog.
Nah, that wasn't a good guy. He killed a lot of people.
What?
I'm just trying to rage. Bait you.
I'm about to get pissed off and walk off the goddamn pod.
It's true. He killed a lot of people. No,
What do you think was gonna happen?
I don't know.
A slave colony? You think the slave colony was cool? They shouldn't have killed those people who were enslaving people and raping and torturing people.
Oh, never mind.
Or you think that's cool?
No, kill him.
Well, I guess Fern thinks that's cool to do that kind of stuff.
Nah, I didn't know it was that. The fuck. I'm just listening to what the people are telling me, bro.
Bro, chat GPT, bro, so you don't get caught up like this.
Oh, honestly, bro.
Oh my god, no,
Oh,
we're not
fuck.
doing fucking AI.
Actually, wait,
research
no,
on
let's
the
see
You're
pod.
what
about to
Chat
debate that-
GPT
You're about to debate the AI.
I'm not fucking doing this, dog.
Damn, Jolie versus the computer. Intellectual supremacy.
That's crazy.
No, but I kind of want to see what Chat GPT just has to say.
About Fidel Castro.
Yeah. It's probably just
What?
going to be the most
Why
generic,
is
like...
Fidel Castro such a controversial person? Just look that up.
Just ask for its opinion. Do you think Fidel's a good guy?
All right, yeah.
I just think
Probably
talking
not,
to
bro.
ChatGPT is like such horrible content. Dog. Like this is not fun. We're just
All
talking
right.
to this fucking AI that
Do you think Fidel
lies to
Castro?
people most of the time.
Well, that's
Wait,
what I
what's
think
your
would be
opinion on
funny
Fidel
is
Castro?
to see what type of lie it's going to tell.
Your
What type of what is the most
opinion
popular narrative is
on
always what it's going to say, and I
Fidel
just want
Yeah.
to know what that is on this subject.
Castro. Let's see. Fidel Castro is one of the most polarizing figures of the 20th century, and opinions about him usually split alongside ideological lines. Here's a balanced breakdown. Here, do you want me to read it? I'm here. Yeah.
This is your segment, brother. If you want to do AI segment, you can do it.
Nah, bro. Chance is on me with this one. Let's see.
You just reading it to yourself.
Fidel Castro is one of the most polarizing figures of the
Our
time,
fourth
This
host.
audio is gonna be so
and
bad.
opinions about him usually split along ideological lines. Here's a balanced breakdown. The criticisms. Authoritarian rule. Castro ran a one-party state for decades, suppressing dissent, jailing political opponents, and heavily censoring the press. Economic hardship. While Cuba made gains in health and education, the average Cuban lived under chronic shortages, food rationing,
I wonder
and
why
poor
that happened.
infrastructure, especially
Who
after the fall
embargoed
of
them?
the Soviet Union. Human rights violations. His government had a long record of arbitrary detentions, lack of free speech, and harsh treatment of dissidents.
Who exact dissidents?
The praise.
Interesting. Why would they do that?
Anti-imperialist icon. Many admire him for standing up to the U.S. and
My
Western
goat.
capitalism, especially in Latin America and parts of Africa and Asia. Social programs. Cuba under Castro made significant advances in literacy, healthcare, and life expectancy. Often
This is
outperforming
fucking
I'm telling you,
boring.
this is the worst fucking thing we could do for a podcast.
I thought it was
Alright.
going to be a little bit briefer than
Alright,
that.
this part's
'cause
getting cut.
usually...
No, bro, you gotta let the shit go.
I'm just joking, dog. Chill.
I don't care either way.
Fidel's a cool guy.
What are we talking about, bro? Let's talk about the Contra vacation, Contra tours.
Contra tours.
Yes.
That's something
The
that people
death
did.
squads and shit?
Yeah, well, rich
Yes.
people and people with like connections to CIA and stuff, like Tucker Carlson.
Do they see people like kill other people or?
They
Yeah,
do some
that's why
killing.
you was there. That's the whole reason.
They put a
But-
rifle in their hand.
Yeah, they would go there and they would be like, just like chilling in Nicaragua with them, just like in the fucking military bases where they were being trained and shit. And then, I mean,
Would
they
they
would
see
they would
people
straight up
kill
be in like the
people?
fucking helicopters, just like watching the cities being fucking burned and shit, like crazy shit. But a lot of people did it. A lot of people who their parents were like CIA or anything like that, like they
Yeah.
were they just went there just to see what it was like, which is fucking crazy. But yeah, apparently Tucker Carlson did it early in his career. On a radio interview, he admitted to doing it. His like, I think right after his senior year of high school, him and his friend went over there and just fucking cooled it.
That's so fucking disgusting. It makes you think about like the dystopian shit of today, where it's like, you know that there's like hood tours. There's like tours of like the
Damn.
yes,
what does that even
bro,
mean?
of
I
like
think
LA hoods and
I
shit.
think-
What do they do?
I think I have heard of that
Right?
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they take
That
you
might
to
just
like
be
the known.
misinformation.
Because I know of one.
Sounds cool though.
No, I know. I'm pretty sure I heard of one because like what was it? It was like what was it like was it Grape Street? Grape
Some
Street
shit,
Crips,
yeah.
I think, because that project, I can't remember the name of the project, but that
Yeah.
was the one. It's iconic because it was in Menace to Society.
Yes, yeah.
And so,
Yeah, they would have like Hollywood, like it would be under the guise of like, oh, Hollywood or like well-known, whatchamacallit, like hood tours
yeah.
and shit.
But I think it's just for like just other just like iconic stuff. But
Yeah.
it's just crazy. Like taking people there to go see, oh, like look, this was in Boys of the Hood or whatever. And it's like you're
Yeah.
on.
Look
you're
at
on
these people
Slauson,
just
you're on
living
Rosecrans,
destitute
some
poverty.
regular people. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Like that's
I
wild.
say that to relate that to
Yeah.
Yeah, just
like,
voyeurism
what the
at large.
fuck, bro.
Yeah.
And that's not even the worst of it. The worst of it is the shit you see online now, bro. The fucking the 1 hour fucking hood tour, or fucking whatchamacallit, the content, you know?
No, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
It's just like I don't know if it's bad per se.
Trap Lord Ross.
Yeah, like they
Kind
profit
of.
off of
Like
like,
there's an element of
sensationalized like Black Death.
mhm.
And it's just like, yeah, you know. But I say that to relate to like ultimately to come back to the conscious. Like,
Yeah.
yes, people will. I don't know why there's vacations on like the literal death squads of Nicaragua.
Yeah.
and
And there's like
shit,
the Cannibal Tours is like one of the really old ones.
Yeah.
Just to gawk at perceived savages.
Mm-hmm.
but, like what?
Yeah.
Or even like, dude, like I'm telling you, it is all in the eye of what they feed you, you know? Like, you, like, bro, fucking, obviously, like, Africa is poor, you know? But, like, the way they make it seem is like these guys are, like, barbaric savages that don't have any civilization and shit.
It's crazy how that's like still a thing, even though so much of like where there are people in Africa is mostly modernized.
Yeah, 100%. No, like you'll see on like TikTok, bro. It'll be like an African dude, like, where do you live, like, and they would all assume that they
I live
lived
in an
in like,
apartment, dude.
and they
Yeah.
live in
I drive a
huts.
Tesla.
They like live in huts and shit, and all this.
Yeah.
Bro, here's one of the craziest things. You would assume, like the way that America portrays everyone else, that every other place is a shithole, and they couldn't live by their means and
It's-
all this other shit, right?
Yes.
And then you leave and you're like, what the fuck? These people don't live like
you might
that.
even find out some stuff is better in other places.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
And you saw what happened when they were like fucking banning TikTok and stuff, and then people started hopping onto Chinese social media, and they were like, "Wait a minute, your guys' lives are like way fucking easier than they
Mhm.
are here, and you don't have to work as much as we do. You guys get paid more on average than Americans do. Like, you don't have to pay for fucking all this crazy insurance and rent and all these taxes and stuff." People were like, "Wait a minute." They were telling me that in China you're working on a farm and eating dogs and stuff all day, and then you see it, and they have like 10 times the amount of cities than ours, and even their smallest cities are like 10 times as advanced as LA and stuff. So it's like,
Yeah.
wait a minute, who's really living in the shit country with no fucking infrastructure and shit? That
know,
would be us.
That's the crazy thing is it's like, yeah, I don't know, you probably saw that clip too of the guy that was like
Yeah, but they
talking
don't got
about-
Rio de Young OG.
That's true, but they could probably listen to
They
him
could
over there
definitely
though.
listen to
I
him.
mean,
if
they can't
want to.
produce a Rio de Young OG, but isn't that better for society?
That's probably a
if
lot
your
better.
society
If your
doesn't
society
produce
is
a
much
Rio.
safer, where you don't
You
have
know,
to.
There
worry
shouldn't
about
be
shit
any
like that.
Rio de Young OG.
Yeah.
We love him. We appreciate him now that he's here, but no more.
Oh,
But,
that's my 2 cents.
What was that? Fuck, what was I saying? Oh yeah, you probably saw the video where this guy. I don't know what his credentials were, but I don't want to just be like, he was a Chinese guy, so he knows, but he was a Chinese guy. I don't know what his credentials were. He knows he's Chinese. So he was saying America needs a revolution because, you know, people like to point fingers at China for, you know, profiting off of not slave labor. He didn't put it that way, but just like cheap labor and taking advantage. And he was like, the difference is yeah, we use cheap labor, but we took all that money and made those people's lives better by investing back into communities, into infrastructure. Whereas your oligarchs that run your country took all the profits from that, you know, underpaid labor and put it right into their fucking pockets. And you, the people, never got to see any of that.
Yeah.
So
Well, it's also the thing where it's like, if China just like stopped producing shit for like America and like the West, don't fucking touch me, fool. If China stopped producing stuff for like America and the West, they could fucking be self-sustaining so easily. Like they wouldn't need to have the like cheap labor and stuff. The only reason they have cheap labor is because of us. Like we're the only fucking reason that they have that manufacturing culture, because they used that and took advantage of the Western countries to modernize everything and like give people
yeah.
fucking housing and everything.
Right.
That's why the homeless rate in China is way fucking lower than America. Like people don't have to worry about being homeless.
Yeah.
Being
Like-
homeless shouldn't even be a thing, bro. It's
Yeah.
so
Well,
fucking
Well, I mean, that's
crazy,
what I'm
dude.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's what we're saying.
Like
Like,
what,
the amount
gang?
of money that we pay in taxes and shit
Yeah.
could easily cover every fucking homeless person. There's already like twice as many empty houses in America that are
Those
just sitting there
statistics
because they're
are-
owned by like BlackRock
Let-
or something
Yeah.
And
that
don't
nobody lives in.
And don't
that-
forget about hotels, motels, and
Well, that's a whole other conversation. But even ignore that shit, because that they always put like homeless people. They'll be like, oh, for 2 months you guys can live in this shitty rundown motel for like free or
Right.
whatever. But just the amount of fucking homes that are in this country that nobody lives in because some big multi-billion-dollar company owns them just to rent them out for Airbnb once a year is so fucking crazy, because we could house twice
lot
the
of
homeless
people,
population
yeah,
that we
yeah.
have with just the empty houses in America.
no, 100%. But then like, this is what I hate about the right is that they always point the finger and make you seem like you're the fucking hippie and
Yeah.
oh you.
Well, I mean, that they do that on purpose.
Put your fucking house up for that bullshit and all this.
But why would you put your own house up when you
No, I know.
you own 10 houses? You don't need 10 houses. Like
Yeah,
keep your
no.
fucking keep 3 houses. I don't give a fuck. Keep 3 of your houses. Give the rest of them to fucking people that need them. Like what
No,
the fuck?
100%. I'm with that 100%. But it's just like I hate the right, the way like the way they paint all their fucking disgusting fucking ideologies, bro. It's so fucking disgusting, bro.
Yeah, it's always on the middle class and the lower class to clean up for what
Yeah.
rich people
Yeah.
the mess that they made. And so then when you, God forbid, you criticize a fucking billionaire, oh well, what are you doing? What are
Yeah.
you? I'm like, motherfucker, I don't have billions of dollars.
Yeah, I
Dog.
mean, even a good example of that is like fucking like recycling and stuff.
The
Dude, yeah.
It's like the reason that
Yes.
shit like popped off and everything, and talking about, oh, you have to take accountability for your own like carbon footprint and all this stuff. Fucking BP Oil are the people that put that out. Like BP Oil, probably the
Yeah.
biggest contributor to fucking pollution in the world, are the ones that made it a thing to be like, make sure that you're recycling all your
Mhm.
bottles and using paper straws and all this stuff. Motherfucker, you have tankers of fucking oil in the middle of the ocean that's just destroying the ocean every day.
We're sorry.
Yeah, exactly. That's all they say. They're
Dude,
just
that's the
like,
same
"Oh, sorry."
thing. That's the same thing with the droughts in California where we live. Is that, you know, they tell you to take shorter showers. They tell you to cut down on how much water you use to wash your car, whatever. Make sure you know, even in school, we were like being lectured about like, you know, whatever, turning the sink off or whatever
Yeah.
when you're done, which all those are good things. Like those are not bad things,
Yeah.
but the way, again, this is the reason that we're facing a drought. Are we in a drought currently? Or I know we were in, like,
I'm not sure if we still are.
we were fully in one for a while. I think probably like 8 years ago, something like that. But the reason that is because California, we produce like all the produce for the country,
Yeah.
and it's not even essentials. The reason that there is so much water being used is because these giant like peanut farms and other produce that
Almond farms and
requires
shit, yeah.
it requires tons of water. And so, but they don't need to produce it. They choose to produce it because of how much money it makes. But then it falls back onto you to use less water. It always falls back on to the people
Yeah.
to clean up their fucking messes.
Yeah.
And I say no. I want to let's play chicken with them. Like
Mhm.
you gotta back down.
Yeah, I mean that's another one of my favorite things is like even just defending California, even though our fucking local government is dog shit, but defending them in terms of like everybody always shits on California and is like,
Mhm.
oh, like
We're
fuck
the
California.
fourth biggest GDP in the world.
No, that's what I'm saying. They're like, oh,
Yeah.
fuck California, like they're
no one does it like us.
like liberal, blah blah blah, all this stuff. But it's like, dog, do you not realize that in bumfuck fucking Tennessee or whatever, the only reason you have roads is because California taxes are literally the people that are paying for your fucking roads. Like, it blows
How does
my
that
mind.
work? I just don't know anything.
Because
about
our
that.
taxes, the excess tax money and everything,
Yeah.
that doesn't directly go back into California,
Yeah.
just gets spread
Oh,
nationwide.
okay.
That's how it's supposed to work everywhere. But
Oh,
since we
okay.
have so much,
So it's almost
more
like a
money,
surplus, essentially.
yeah,
like
since we have so much more.
Yeah.
Since this state makes so much more fucking money
Yeah.
that it gets split between
Oh, okay.
every other state. So like we're paying for your fucking retirement and your welfare and shit, and these fools are like, oh fuck California, we gotta cut them out of the country, all this stuff. It's like, motherfucker, if that happened, you would be fucking cooked. All your fucking, you wouldn't have any more fucking produce. Like all your social services would be cut off. Like
Your
it's
eggs.
crazy.
I've been seeing a whole lot
your
of.
eggs.
I've been seeing a whole lot of Texas plates around recently.
That's
whole
what
lot
I'm saying.
of whole lot of out of state plates recently.
Mm-hmm. I wonder why.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I was so happy when all those bullshit fucking people were like, "Oh, I'm leaving California."
Me too. I like
Uh,
that shit. All these people
They're
are
too
acting like it's like a
fucking-
big deal. It's like, I would rather you fucking leave California.
Get
dog.
the
Like,
what?
fuck out of here.
That
We
part,
don't
and I
want
love
you.
it. And then the places that they flock to, like Nashville and Austin.
They literally
are
just
way
turn
more-
them into California too. So
Yeah.
it's like, what are you doing? Like all the prices go up to the same amount that
Yeah.
you'll be paying here
Yeah.
or in LA or in San
Mhm.
Diego. All the fucking infrastructure looks
Yeah.
like California.
Yeah.
Like they change everything.
They,
So
well,
that's
they can't
another-
give up the conveniences they had, so they just go and do California somewhere else. I'm
And that's
like,
another
if you
thing,
really
too,
wanna do
like-
it, go live in buttfuck Arkansas
that's why
in
I'm
the
like,
trailer
you
park.
you can't move to fucking Austin and be like, oh, I'm sticking it to fucking liberal ass California, motherfucker. You live in
Liberal-ass
Austin,
Austin.
Texas.
yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
Fucking $6,000 for a little studio apartment in the middle of the
That's-
city. Like,
brother.
what the fuck
done
are you doing?
nothing. Now you
Fucking
get to deal with
stupid, man.
terrible weather, people who will flash their guns on you in traffic.
it's literally just a worse and way worse weather. Like everything
Yeah.
is just so much fucking worse. Like, and you have no access to any of the shit that we have in California. So
Yeah.
like you,
Yeah, no,
do
you
your thing,
really
bro.
stuck it to
actually,
him,
you know
dog.
what? Stay there.
Yeah,
That's
actually,
what
yeah,
I'm
I was about to
saying.
say. I'm like, you know what?
That's what I'm
Actually,
saying.
you
You
did stick it to
talking
him.
shit on California? Get the fuck out of here. We don't want you, bro. Suck my dick. Yeah,
Yeah.
bitch. Oh, what was my original point? Oh yeah, like you can do everything here. You can go to the beach, the mountains.
Yeah,
Fucking, oh, dude, I'm gonna die here, bro. Yeah,
bro, he's glazing and he's here
I
all the
know.
time. Wakes
I
up,
know.
wakes up, goes to sleep here every time.
bro. I love California, bro.
I wish I could be that appreciative of my surroundings like you.
Really?
Man. I
Nah.
need to be that.
Dude, take a scroll.
I need to maybe
Go to Laguna Beach.
so
You
I
know
need to
why?
go
It's
for
because
walks.
I work at Laguna Beach a
Oh,
lot, so
I
I see the
see.
beach and shit all the time.
I see.
So it's like I
Mindfulness.
appreciate like
It's important.
yeah. No, dude, I appreciate where you fucking live because
Yeah.
like we say this about other people like oh like they shit on us, but there's a
Yeah.
lot of people that do glaze us like
Yeah.
Well, that's why so many
yeah.
people fucking move here every year.
Yeah.
It's like, of course.
Yeah.
Why would you not want to live here?
It's fucking. It's. I think it's paradise in my opinion. I don't know. We have all our problems and we have our shitty government and fucking Gavin Newsom
Gavin New scum.
and all this other bullshit. But for what it is, it's
Well, yeah,
the
because
closest
it's like,
thing to
would you
paradise in my opinion.
would you want to move somewhere else in
No.
this country that like just has less fucking of everything than us?
Yeah.
Bro,
It's what
like
the
it
fuck-
sounds
it's like,
like
oh, it's cheaper.
total bullshit, bro.
But then what the fuck you gonna do?
True. True.
Like what the fuck? Like no, bro.
California's on top.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Fourth biggest GDP in the world.
I
I
think
think
more
we're
so.
below Tokyo or some shit.
I
Or
want to live
some shit like that.
somewhere else just for the life experience.
Yeah.
And just I think we've talked about that before. Like if I could figure out a way to like obviously not really just like fuck my life up. If there's a way that I could go live here for a year, go live here for a couple years,
Yeah.
go do this just for life. I don't know, different places, different things, but
Yeah,
but
100%.
probably not what you're talking about. Like I'm
Yeah.
not just gonna go to like the Midwest or the South. I'm gonna go somewhere interesting, somewhere
Yeah,
with culture.
100%, bro.
If I could even if I could live in New York, like in the city for like
Try
6 months
Mexico,
to a year.
the city.
Oh, yeah.
Mexico City.
Yeah, just for
Beautiful, bro.
just for the culture, for the experience. It's something different. That's all.
Bro, when I was in what was that place called? It was this one particular city, right? Fucking beautiful,
Yeah.
bro. You felt maybe it was because it was gentrified or whatever,
Mm.
but it like you didn't feel unsafe, you
Yeah.
know. It was beautiful. There's obviously pockets of Mexico where they're fucking, pretty rough.
Yeah.
But just like here, there's pockets of California that are fucking rough
Yeah.
too. Like in Mexico, bro. I wouldn't say it's California too, but it's fucking beautiful. A lot
Right.
of smog though.
Yeah.
A lot of
Yeah.
smog. God damn. bro.
Yeah.
Nose was like up my ass. I was like I felt like I had something constantly in my nose. I was like,
Yeah, I know what it was.
Periques?
Yes, sir.
Oh hell nah.
But you were a different
don't
guy
do
when
that.
you were in Mexico.
That is
was
true.
fucked
You
up,
were a
bro.
different guy in Mexico.
I could hear the FaceTime call. We were on PlayStation and you were drunk texting, drunk calling Jolie here. I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, this man hasn't had a beer with us in months.
Is that
Goes to
zesty?
Mexico,
I drink and call the bros.
gets smacked.
I mean,
Pretty
yeah.
zesty.
I mean, you
It's
did.
a little zesty, but then you were also never mind.
No, say it.
Oh, I was just gonna say you were fiending for some
Some
lady
coos?
attention. bro.
Fuck, I know. That's how I get.
Who was that girl you just posted a girl on your story? Like,
Who?
it's just a girl. You're just, I don't know. The writing was in Spanish. I don't know that.
Posted a girl.
Yeah. You posted a girl. You were like in the streets. You were in the streets of Mexico,
Mexico?
City. Yeah. And I think it was that night too. It was earlier that night.
Oh no, that was my sister.
Okay.
It was a.
Well,
It was a.
that feels weird now.
It was a selfie of me and my sister. I think. What you're thinking about?
Oh.
I think.
I didn't
don't
think
know.
she looked like you.
I don't know. I
Hmm.
don't know. Did I post someone?
I don't remember
Yeah.
your stories, to be honest, so I don't know. I don't have a photographic
Yeah,
memory
Jolie doesn't
every
care
time
about
you post
you.
a story. I care about you, Fern.
Fuck you, bro.
I can't remember the last thing I posted on my Instagram stories. I don't know what the fuck you posted.
That's true. You don't pop out
We
much,
got
though.
our. You
I
know,
pop out
we're
a
gonna
lot.
have a political segment each pod,
No, we're not.
but let's just keep it 30 minutes.
No.
You're gonna hit a buzzer.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm
all right,
like,
that's enough of that
"Meh."
shit. Let's go
We
talk
can't talk about
let's
Fidel
back to
Castro
the real
anymore.
shit.
What's
My
up?
goat.
Your goat.
My
Say it.
goat.
Say it to
I've
everyone.
I've probably
Say
said it like 10 times. this
Say that
episode.
that he's your goat and I'm a communist.
Fidel Castro is my goat, and I'm a communist.
I'm white trash and I'm in trouble.
That from South Park,
Yeah.
yeah.
bro. Fuck, bro. I'm
I
not
completely
deep.
forgot what I was gonna say. I had
Cops,
something
but
else I
weeding
wanted
out
to say. Fuck.
communists.
Fuck.
Say it. Say fuck the boys in blue. Who
Fuck the
protect
boys
you,
in blue. We don't fuck with cops
who keep us safe at night.
who beat their wives at night,
Fuck.
Not all cops.
Not all
but
cops.
most of them.
All
right.
I fucking hate the police, man.
Yeah.
I fucking
Fern
hate 'em.
loves them. I know Fern loves them.
Fucking.
Every time a cop car pulls up, he's like, "Oh fuck, I wish I could just talk to them and see what they're doing."
Bro, like when we were at the
No one
fair.
in their right fucking mind
Dog,
would even think
bro,
of that.
yeah,
bro.
go for it.
when we were at the fair, of course, first order of business, we're looking around, where can we get a drink? And so we're seeing all the people with drinks, and we see like a guy coming from this tent with a beer in his hand, and he goes, there's like 3 sheriffs. He goes and just pulls up to the sheriffs, and he's just like not like complaining, not just politicking. And it was a while because we had to
Sucking
go
on the boots.
we had to get wristbands, then we had to wait in line, and literally in all the time, it's probably like a good 20 minutes, we come out of the tent, he's still politicking with the police. I think we even went and played some games, came back, he was still, we were like, where is his family? Where are his friends? He's just like,
This
yeah, you
fool's-
know what I'm gonna do?
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
gonna go
a
spend the
man
night
can't-
with the police
A man can't
at the
politic with the
fair.
police now?
No,
are
Oh, you should. Why would you
No.
do that?
There are civil servants. You should. He paid taxes to talk to them fools.
they have to talk to
What
him.
the fuck are you talking about?
They have to talk to bitch ass, bro.
Yeah,
Maybe Fern
it's,
is that kind of guy.
well, the thing is too. It's like if you don't live if you don't live in a crime-ridden area.
You just want me to say fuck the police? Is that what you want?
Yes,
I mean, yeah, go for it, I guess, if you want to.
but if you don't live in a crime-ridden area, like who are they looking for? You.
Fuck,
True.
bro.
Why the fuck do you? I've never seen the police in my life and been like, oh, thank goodness the police are here.
Yeah.
I'm like, watch this dude get a little
I-
bored and start looking at me, looking just for a
I
reason to
do
fuck
get
with
a
me.
little tense when I see a cop.
Of course, how do you not? They-
Especially when I wear the cap backwards. I'm like, oh
Oh,
fuck.
shit.
I gotta put this on board.
gotta button the top button.
Yeah, bro. It gets scary, bro. I do. That's the one thing I do get a little tense when I see him. I'm like, oh fuck.
I always
Best
yeah.
behavior.
Yeah, dude, they can fucking kill you and nothing will happen.
Yeah.
They can come up with an excuse for as to why they did or whatever. Like it's hard to get these guys in
We'll
fucking
get a
trouble.
paid vacation.
They're like the only people who can kill people and get paid
Yes.
for it.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. They get like a paid vacation and shit. They get
Or you
all,
just
like what the
dropping
fuck?
a man.
for their like emotional distress
Yeah.
from murdering you.
They get severance pay for getting let go for fucking murdering someone in cold blood.
Bro, defund the police. That never left me.
Yeah.
That conversation
know
kind of
about that.
came and went.
What the fuck?
Defund the
Fern?
police.
What's your opinion then, Fern? Let's listen to this full talk.
I'm just a contrarian.
No, let's listen to
love
you
it.
talk. Let's listen to you talk. What's
I'm
your
not the
opinion?
contrarian
Bro,
this time.
Jolie,
I was
I have grown up
last
with
time.
Jolie my whole life. He knows my sentiments, bro.
I don't.
Yeah, but it's funny because we could just
And-
talk shit on the pod and nobody will,
Yeah, nobody
will
knows.
understand.
Yeah,
the real
they
you.
are gonna think I'm some
They're gonna think
bootlicker,
you're fucking pro police.
fucking pro.
Next episode,
hate
you're gonna have
Fidel
a
and
fucking
shit.
Next episode, you're gonna have a blue.
Look,
Lives
I'm gonna just
Matter
say
thing.
this. I'm gonna just say this. I grew up listening to Immortal Technique. That's all. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, but I mean, a lot of cops listen to Rage Against the
That's
Machine.
true.
So
How
How come you're not open with your opinion?
They're not allowed to. I forbid them. They gotta check in with me.
check in with Big F, Big Fern,
Yeah.
Big Fernando.
So what were we talking? Oh
I
yeah.
said, how come you're not open with your opinions?
I am open with my opinions, bro.
You're hiding.
I'm not hiding.
You're hiding behind.
The writing is on the wall, bro. The fuck. The writing is on the wall. Hold up. People know my opinions, bro.
It's so crazy
They
that
slowly come out.
you can look up.
I don't want to divulge. I'm not some dirty whore.
Oh, I see.
Can I make my point now?
Yeah, big point. Sorry.
It's crazy that you can look up a list of police in your county, in your state, whatever, and see like their top salaries. Fucking insane. There are like
Yeah.
not even that high ranking, just like sheriffs that are pushing over 100K. Some even pushing 200K a year. With all the overtime, whenever you see them sitting under an overpass on their fucking computer in the middle of the night, just sitting there collecting overtime.
Do you think I'd make a good cop?
What the fuck? Yeah, you should do it.
Nah.
Bro, I'd pop you if you became a cop. I'd do it.
Yoels would fucking turn his back on me
That
after
is
all
true.
these years if I was a cop. He would.
I would.
All right, like let's be 100%. You would? No clip farming.
would.
No clip farming shit.
I would.
Fuck, bro. That's
Would you be? You would be cool if I became a cop?
it's like blood in, blood out. You know,
Oh fuck, true.
when that fool becomes a cop,
That was
like,
fuck. Damn, that was fucked up.
Bro, you got the cop stash.
and he couldn't forgive himself and shit.
Just
yeah,
a
you
flat
do
top.
have
That's
the
my
cop
play.
stash. What
That's
the
my
fuck?
play though.
Yeah.
Undercover.
Uh,
I'm undercover right now.
You should get a blue. Was it a thin blue line sticker on your car so they don't fuck with you?
That is true. I could do that.
Or have a fat Fidel fucking sticker so everyone can fucking mark you out and
Everyone
hate
will
you.
fucking kill me.
Yeah.
Pop my tires all the time.
I'll have a sticker of a Glock, and on the side says "for pigs."
Fuck, bro. That's actually raw as fuck. Damn. That would get you stopped frequently.
You think so?
Yeah. I think so.
Fuck that. I hate people who put stickers on their cars. Do you do that?
No.
I don't either. My lady does.
I was about to say.
Oh boy. Yeah, true.
All over her car.
Fuck it. Can I be real?
Yes, you can.
Get closer, bro.
No.
I fucking hate that shit, bro. I fucking hate all the.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what sticker it is, bro.
Yeah.
I fucking hate it, bro. Like, really?
I hate when it's like at least like your ladies are just like kind of like fun cartoons and stuff. I hate when it's like personal beliefs, like all the like anti-COVID, anti-lockdown stickers I saw.
All of them, both, whatever side, I fucking hate. I'm just like, really, bro? Really? You couldn't save us from your fucking opinion,
you know
bro.
what yeah, exactly. Imagine having to share your opinion.
You gotta
like,
bring it upon me.
You gotta slap it on. It's like if I can't tell it to you, you're gonna fucking read it whenever I drive somewhere.
And I'm not gonna read it. Like I'm gonna read it. 'Cause I'm driving. I'm fucking bored. Like, don't.
I hate personalized license plates. Now
Even
we're
if
bringing
it's
up
like-
these-
Yeah, that shit
these
is kind of
gripes.
crazy.
I fucking
I'm like,
hate
who
it.
the fuck are you? to
Even
get
if
it?
it's like, oh, I'm not me without my coffee. Even
hard.
shit like that.
That's the worst, actually.
that would
I
be
think.
the worst one. I haven't seen that. to
Like,
be
first
honest.
and
I don't know if I've seen a
foremost-
car with that, but
You're white. You
Yes.
got- right?
my favorite are the ones where people like just advertise that they carry guns in their cars. Where it's like
That
they'll have like a fucking shotgun or a rifle or whatever sticker, and it's like come and get it or whatever. It's like, dog.
That's fire.
here in
you're just gonna
Cali.
get- yes, I see it a
I've
lot.
never seen that.
You've never seen it? I see it
Nah.
with all those fuckheads that have like the big ass lifted trucks and stuff that they never
Mm.
off road in.
Oh yeah.
But it's like yes I carry or whatever. It's like, the fuck are you saying, brother?
Jesus.
Just advertise that you have a gun on you.
Like that puts out a certain energy, you know, like
Yeah,
That's the best part
Yeah.
about getting a gun. Is telling everybody you have a gun.
true. Yeah.
it just
Gotta run
fucks
around
up
and make sure
everyone.
knows.
Like the
Collecting
people
dust
behind
in
you
your house.
just fucks up everyone's vibe. Like, oh, look at this fucking psychopath. He's got a gun.
Yeah, what's wrong with those guys?
Yeah, if someone has a gun, they should be arrested and die.
They should shoot themselves with
Yeah,
it.
if you have a gun, you're a bad person.
Nah, guns are tight.
Yeah.
Guns are
We got to
sick.
go shooting sometime.
We do. I
I've
love
never
guns.
felt the power in my hands
Let's
before.
do a vlog.
Yeah, let's do
A
it.
fucking
right now.
God Loves Ugly
Yeah.
vlog.
Let's take your lady. Take your
Yeah.
lady and her friends.
Yeah,
Glutes and guns.
there you go. Confirmed gooning.
I was
Confirmed
gooning, bro.
He turns on his computer that was asleep, and first thing that pops up, glutes and guns.
They caught me slipping, bro. What can I say?
It was just a picture of some lady's booty while she was shooting a gun.
Holding
It
that
was
fuck-
crazy.
Aw, dude. That was my little bitch, bro.
What was
What
that?
the fuck?
What was that YouTube short of the girl that had that giant corn dog in the
Yeah,
back of
friends
her
got some
throat?
questionable
I don't know.
stuff.
That's
Some
what I'm
wild
saying, like,
stuff
my
on
whole-
your YouTube,
I'm
G.
not gonna lie, my YouTube is like gooning material.
GoonTube.
GoonTube. GoonTube. Nah, yeah. I don't know. I don't seek out that shit. That's I swear I don't seek that shit out.
Friends got that.
Why would I seek
That
it out
goon
if I can just look
algorithm.
up porn?
Yeah, why would you?
Like why? Like am I gooning that hard? Probably.
Well, maybe you don't feel like, taking your pants off. It's like a whole process. You gotta make sure nobody's home. You gotta sometimes you just wanna see something. Let me see something.
Not really. If you look through my For You pages and all the stupid
Well, we
shit.
don't have to. We saw your YouTube.
My YouTube Shorts algorithm. I don't know, bro.
All right.
I don't know.
It's
Bro.
okay, friend. I'll forgive you.
I don't goon like that, bro.
I like to see something.
It's not my nature, bro. Shit.
Shit. Lying asshole.
Dude, you're painting me as a gooner. I don't fuck
You're not a
with that.
gooner.
Okay. I'm glad we could get that out the way.
But you got that. You do have the gooner algorithm.
No, I don't, bro.
Should we just open his recommended videos on YouTube right now and
Yeah.
see what's there?
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, I bet you is gonna be some goon shit on there.
No. See, you see how these narratives are. I'm
But
the
that-
Look,
gooner.
all we're saying
I'm
is
the
the
gooner
3
right
times,
wing. I'm the
3
right wing
times.
gooner, bro.
Right-wing
I'm
gooner.
the bootlicker fucking gooner.
Gooner cop.
Yeah.
I'm the gooner cop, bro. Fuck y'all. I will not let this stand.
Cop and a goon in one.
Cops and gooners?
Oh
Cops
shit.
and gooners. Open the fucking door. I'm gonna need a second, please.
Bro, I still
I'll be
can't
right
believe
there.
we went on that whole political tangent, bro.
I feel like it's pretty regular for us. Like in our everyday conversations, I feel like it's
Yeah.
pretty regular. So
Yeah, it makes sense.
yeah, I mean that's all it is.
Fern doesn't want to talk about politics on the pod though.
Yeah, I do. What the fuck? It's politics and more. We always politicking.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. I don't try to. I don't try not to. If it comes up, like I don't know if it's relates to what we're saying. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah, but it always comes out.
It does. Well, I mean, it's like when people, say
Everything's political.
it's when people say they're not political. It's like that's impossible.
It's true.
No, it's not.
No,
Everything is
no.
not political.
I think
How is that not true?
I mean, everything
I'll
in
show
your life
you.
can
Well,
come back
no,
to
you know what I'm thinking?
everything in
Where
your
it's
life's
like
affected
all
by
art is political. Someone shows them a dumbass picture. It'll be like
Yeah.
it'll be like a little baby's head as a car.
Okay, I mean that's not what I'm
Like all art is political. Like shut your ass up,
it.
bro.
You didn't mean literally like the bed you're sitting on is political.
Yeah, like what the
I mean
fuck?
like any big conversation
Yeah.
usually can have like
Yeah.
a political undertone. to it.
No, bro.
What do you mean, fool?
What are the
Name one thing.
gooning?
That is 100. We had like a fucking 30-minute
Yeah.
conversation
That's
on the
not-
politics.
That's not
Yeah.
politics. That's entertainment.
Nah, but
Dog,
it does
that's
come back though
politics.
in the terms
That's
of like how
not
it's regulated
politics.
because everything has to be
I'm at the
regulated, and that
ChatGPT
comes back to politics.
I'm about to threaten you with ChatGPT.
Dog. You're the AI demon,
Threatening us with
Fern. This
AI.
fool
dude,
relies
what
on
the
AI
fuck?
for everything.
Fuck, bro.
You're the guy in the Matrix that. Oh right, you never saw the fucking
never
Matrix.
seen The
What for
Matrix,
people
bro.
who are cool people, good people, the best people that have seen it? Fern is the guy that sells himself to go back into the Matrix. Turns on everybody who's trying to break out. And he's like, put me back in.
Oh, fuck.
I like it here.
Never. See these narratives, bro. It's like y'all want me to have a fucking Fidel Castro fucking t-shirt, fucking dreadlocks,
Fuck, what the fuck?
shorts on, some sandals. The fuck.
What is happening?
I don't think
right
I've
now?
ever wanted you to wear shorts and sandals. The fuck?
What is happening?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fuck were we talking about? The Matrix? Yeah, I've never seen that movie. I heard it was about
Is
trans.
that not fucking insane?
I heard it was about trans people.
Oh, that's why you never watched it, huh? Fucking piece of
I
shit.
see,
Oh.
I see.
Right? Isn't it about trans shit?
I mean, yeah, the people who
I
made
mean,
it.
metaphorically.
Oh my
said that it's-
god, bro.
Yeah.
We can't have nothing.
What the fuck? What the
Fuck, dude.
So funny too that's like where getting red pilled comes from.
Right,
And it's
yeah.
literally the pill.
I'm
What is it?
goon-pilled.
It's like the testosterone or like the hormone control pills.
Estrogen?
Yeah.
I think either one. I don't know which one it was specifically. Is it the estrogen one? Is it specific to one of them?
I don't know I don't know what this.
I don't
You
know
know
a
that
lot about it.
Mexicans have the highest T of any race?
Where
Okay.
the fuck did you hear that? I don't know what that even. Where did you
TikTok.
hear that? TikTok.
God fucking damn it.
Where this was just on ChatGPT and TikTok. That's where he gets all his info.
But yeah, the trans medication is what the pills were, and all the right wingers are red pilled. I'm sure as hell not red pilled. Let me tell you what. You
Me.
get no pills around me, buddy.
Oh, so those pills are like estrogen and
Yeah.
T pills?
Yeah, that's what the red pill is.
That's so funny.
Dude, these fucking people do not.
What fucking homos, dude?
It's so crazy just how like often they're
They're
just
honestly-
contradict themselves,
they're
make
like-
fun of themselves, fall
Yeah,
into traps
yeah.
so easily.
I
They're
mean, it's
just
the
like
shit where they
one
have
giant
no-
comedy sketch.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're just
There's
like,
it's the shit where they have like no media literacy at all.
yeah,
Where
exactly. That's how you become
the
like
fucking-
that.
like people will come out and tell you exactly what the meaning behind something that they made is, and they're just like, "Oh, I don't get
they're
that
like,
at all."
nah.
It's like, motherfucker, what?
Or they're like after, especially if you explain your work after you've published it, they're like, "Oh, he went woke." Like, yeah, you went woke
it's
in a
like,
week
no.
since he
Like, what
since
the
he
fuck?
wrote it and produced it and
Yeah.
published it. Now he's woke, going back and saying, "No, what I got from it the first time I saw it was right."
Right.
And I'm always right. It's like the confidence of these fucking people is insane. Like I couldn't be wrong even when the person who created it is telling you you're wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I just don't get it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's fucking. Zach De La Rocha and Tom Morello going woke. Bro.
Yeah, they went
Fucking
woke.
woke ass.
My goats.
It's crazy that they would ever have to
Zach
explain
De La
their points of
Gocha
view. What?
And Tom Coachella.
What the fuck? Coachella.
Coachelli?
It's Morello. Goatrello.
Shit. But anyways, sorry. I just keep
Just
barging
jump
into
down this
people's,
fool's throat,
I know.
dog.
What was your point? I'm sorry.
I don't know. It's gone now.
Don't hurt me. Something about
Yeah, I'm off it.
how the conservative right, everything goes right above their fucking head, and they're too fucking dumb to see it.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Shit.
Same thing with liberals, though.
I'm
No.
fucking liberal.
Speak on that.
I'm
Like
far,
what?
I'm far left.
You're far left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a communist, but
I'm a good liberal.
Ah, I see.
I think I'm a socialist.
Pussy.
I'll still opt the chop. Opt the chop.
Op the chop.
I'm done, bro.
You
No more
fried.
speaking for me. I'll still up the
All right,
chop,
that was
bro.
episode 3. We're done.
No,
now.
no, I want to keep going. Feel winded from that gay sex we had.
Damn. Took it all out of me.
What?
Said that took it all out of me.
Shit.
What were we talking about?
The fuck were we talking about? Right wingers.
Oh yeah, we're just
Right
talking about
wieners?
Right
lack of-
wingers?
media literacy, I believe.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Just like how they don't think South Park's making fun of them. They didn't
Yeah.
think The Boys was making fun of them. They don't think Rage Against the Machine is talking bad about
Mhm.
the country they love. They really don't understand a
Yeah.
lot.
Fucking retards.
Hey, we don't like those guys.
Yeah, I don't care for those guys.
What about you, Fern?
You be politicking with those guys. What you talking about?
When?
Oh, you know when. Yeah, that time.
That we
Can
should
we talk
maybe
about some other shit, bro?
say it. What do you want to talk about?
Yeah, I'm always the one with the topics, huh?
Well, you're always the one that's talking about. You want to talk about something different. If you want to talk about something different, what do you want to talk about?
Why you gotta be so mean, bro? Bro.
What are we
Bro.
talking about then? Fern?
Where we
Don't
eating
look
tonight?
at me like that.
What we eating tonight?
Yeah.
What do you think about the interdimensional fucking beings? Do you think there's a god, yo? No, that's too
Beings?
political too. Fuck.
Everything is politics.
No, it's not. Everything is not politics, alright? I'll prove it right here.
Let me hear it.
What's an interdimensional being? What are you talking about?
The fuck is that, right?
Yeah, what is it?
Wait, you just brought it up.
I don't know.
You said you believe it.
Should I chat GPT it?
No.
That's probably an interdimensional being, the AI.
Do you believe in interdimensional beings, Fern?
What the fuck? Is that where they travel from dimension to like Portal?
Well, we've said 3 different words. We
like
said
Rick and
beam,
Morty?
beam, and now being.
I said being.
Bean?
Special being.
Beans?
Beans.
Interdimensional beans?
Ooh, interdimensional
Whoa,
beings.
the senzu
Interdimensional
bean?
Senzu
frijoles?
beans.
The senzu bean.
Frijoles?
What is a senzu bean? Isn't that the shit
Senzu
that
bean?
makes you feel better?
How'd you
Yeah,
put
they
a
pop
sizzle
it and it
bean?
feels like you've eaten like a week's worth of food and you're all powered up. Heals all your wounds and shit.
I wouldn't fight that bean.
That's what I'm saying.
I'd let that
That's
bean
just
take
a blue
me.
chew.
Bro, they kind of fucked up the senzu beans though. Like early in the series, most were just popping them like it was nothing.
Oh shit.
And then
Just
later
like
on,
Blue Chew.
like after Z, they're just like, wait, we only grow like one a year. And I'm like, what the fuck? How were they popping like crazy senzu beans before?
It was like Bitcoin. Like there was a lot back in the day, but
Exactly,
now, like,
bro. Exactly.
and now we gotta
And that
conserve.
value rose, and now it's hard to
the
keep up with
Ethereum.
demand now.
What are the economics of the senzu bean?
Oh shit! I don't think they've ever been sold.
Fuck, bro.
Maybe we can get in on that.
Bro. Do you know what we're talking about?
Cool.
Oh my.
Sorry, I'm not into all
God.
that nerd shit y'all be talking about. Y'all be talking about Fallout, Dragon Ball Z.
Just 'cause you're gay, bro. Sorry. Sorry about that. Sorry about that.
Nah, I promise you I'm straight.
I agree with you, Fern.
Whoa, I got outvoted on my own sexuality.
Oh, fuck. Now you have
Damn.
Now you have to be
gay.
gay.
I have to fuck democracy.
Democracy always
In the
wins.
name of in support of our democracy, I will be gay now because that
Alright.
is what the people decided.
Perfect.
Shit.
All right, how do I start?
I guess I'm a right.
Oh, I guess I should probably start calling stuff chopped now that I'm
Oh
gay.
shit, you're
I'm a
right.
Like a real
bootlegger.
gay guy.
Oh, this fucking. guy. We got fucking comedians, huh? You guys get one mic and then you guys start acting like stand-up fucking comedians.
What the fuck?
Pussies. Wait, from the last pod.
No,
No, gang.
We're not doing that.
Gang, okay, this time we do need to label that one. And why the fuck would you do it when my head was right there?
I'm
What
sorry.
the fuck is wrong with
bro.
you, gang?
I'm sorry, bro. Will you forgive me?
Yeah, it's all right. Only because I moved in time. If I didn't, I'd be upset.
Do you think vampires exist?
No. I don't. What are we at the sleepover, bro, after they turn the lights out? That's gonna
so
be this,
crazy.
That's gonna be our spin-off pod, bedtime
The
stories.
bedtime stories.
Sleepover stories.
Bro, I wanted to shift the bed, so I'm like laying in my bed, like, and we just talking
You're
shit,
fucking
bro.
crazy, fool.
You want us sitting on either side?
On both sides, yeah. And I'm just
Insane.
laying in
And
And this
bed.
fool says he's not the star, the focal point of the pod.
I'm not the point of this pod. What the
You're
fuck?
gonna be
just wanna
laying
lay
we
down
in your bed.
literally. Is capitulate the right word?
I don't fucking know what you're trying to say.
I literally went like this, and and sucked you off, and said Fidel was awesome, and my awesome ruler, and we had this 50-minute fucking segment of politics, and
You
it's
brought it up.
it's my pod.
Were you not the one that started the politics
Yeah,
talk with
it
the
was.
your
No, I
whole
just
chat
wanted-
GPT section?
I
Yes.
just wanted the CIA.
It's the-
If the flower power
So that's
movement
not-
was the
Historically
CIA.
unpolitical. The CIA.
Yeah, CIA and hippies are definitely have nothing to do with
The
politics.
CIA.
Bro,
Classically
y'all took it
apolitical.
there, bro. I was in La La Land.
Brother, how can you talk about the CIA and be upset when it goes into politics? What the fuck?
Yeah, bro. What the fuck?
You're wild.
That's crazy, Fern.
You out of pocket.
Well, it's been another fun episode of Fern's podcast. Maybe next time he'll be
Fern's
laying
Pod.
down in the middle of the frame.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe I
Yeah,
will.
Fern's gonna be laying down. We're
Yeah,
just
maybe
gonna
we'll
sitting
be
on the
feeding him
floor.
grapes
Then
and
what the fuck
fanning
are
him
you
with a
guys gonna
fucking
do?
palm.
Then what are you guys gonna do? Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe next episode, Fern's
know what
gonna
I'm
be the
start-
only one on the pod.
You know who I'm starting to feel like? Fidel Castro.
It'll just be
Good for
Fern
you.
and Chat
A
GPT.
real dictator.
Fern and
Fern in his
ChatGPT.
bed with Chat GPT next to him.
He's just laying on his
Yeah.
computer, just typing away. Has a mic. in the
Chat
computer.
GPT, do you believe in vampires?
I'm gonna call my Chat GPT Jamie. Pull that shit up, Jamie. Oh, wait, can we talk about how Joe Rogan's the goat?
You can.
Yeah, you
Go
can.
ahead.
On your podcast
Go ahead
next
and
week,
start.
it's just gonna be you.
Oh my
so-
god.
What do you mean? Can we talk about this very opinionated statement? Like you can share that opinion
Yeah,
if
if you
you'd
think
like.
he's the goat, then go for it. What do you got to say?
He was the GOAT in the past. Can we admit that?
I'd never really watched him to
Yeah.
be honest.
You didn't either?
Yeah, I was never really. I don't know.
didn't either.
What the fuck?
are you doing?
This fool popping up with some crazy opinion, some super hard stance, and he's like, "Yeah, I actually don't know anything about it."
Bro.
Bro, you're
Fiddlesticks.
You're a grifter, bro.
This fool's really just trying to clip farm. He's like trying to get Joe Rogan's audience and like, oh wait, these guys really like Joe Rogan.
Yeah, bro.
That's all he's
Bro.
trying to
Yeah,
He
bro.
would sow the seeds of dissent. I could totally see Fern as a what do you call it?
Sleeper
Like
cell?
mm,
Agent?
kind
CIA?
of. What are the guys called that?
What if I am the CIA?
What are the guys that
Then what
like
would you
beat
guys
down
do?
strikes or whatever? That
do. Oh, a scab.
scab,
No.
yeah. I could see Fern
Agent
as a scab.
Provocateurs?
What?
See, I'm too woke. Agent Provocateurs.
You're a scab.
That's racist, bro.
It's a race.
Scraps are like brown.
What the fuck?
I mean,
dog?
sometimes.
That's fucking racist, bro. What the fuck is wrong with you, bro? Reevaluate your whole shit.
No, I don't think I will.
fuck, bro.
I could totally see Fern being deployed to just spread misinformation
Me
and
too.
contrary ideas
Yeah.
into a population.
Bro, I fuck
then
with
disappear.
MLK. I fuck with the people. I'm a feminist. Yeah.
All right, well, I agree with the first two.
I got a whole clip on my computer or something.
That's some
That would-
crazy
that would-
shit. Oh, so is that what
that
we're
would
gonna
not
do?
Go along with that.
You're gonna Jeffrey Epstein me?
Look. This is what happens when
Hey,
you put all
bruh.
the power into my hands.
Here's the thing: you can't be
He's
Jeff.
Jeffrey Epstein.
You can't.
Remember
Well,
that.
here's the thing: you can't be Jeffrey Epstein if you weren't Jeffrey Epstein.
He's Jeffrey Epstein. Is what I'm trying to say.
What do you? How?
He's got the blackmail.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, you were. Why'd you go to that island?
True. What the fuck? That's all you then, dog.
Yeah, but you're the one who's doing the evil acts.
In this situation, what was the evil act that I did? Setting up the whole podcast, recording everything, editing everything. That's the evil
Bro.
act that I did.
But bro, nah. The evil you did is gave me a mic. The evil you did was give me a mic and
I
let
should've
me
just
talk.
muted your mic the whole time
Yeah.
without telling you.
Palabra.
I'm sweaty as a bitch in here. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It's very hot in here, and the windows open.
Yeah, it's all the machinery. In
Bro,
here.
why can't you open like? That's a big window. You can only open the tiny one on the
you
side.
can't open that fucking ginormous window.
You got all that window.
So
You-
be those fools that wear those
You
like
used to.
neck fans. You know, have you seen those?
Yeah.
Those fools that walk around and just two fans shooting
in
up at their
in the
face.
pod.
Yeah,
So you just
sitting
hear
here with air blowing
Fun.
out.
I
the
the
mic.
fucking mic. I was
That'd be
thinking
all.
about that, dude. I was thinking the first time when I had my shirt off, and I was just I feel like it was the hottest for some
Yeah,
reason
it
that
was
time.
crazy hot.
But yeah, I was like, I need to get one of those like Disneyland fans that squirts water in your
Yeah,
face
yeah.
too.
That'd be sick.
Yo, we're at the 2-hour mark. Shit. Just gonna cut out a couple 30 minutes worth of content.
Yeah.
Something like that.
that.
Yeah. Alrighty. Yeah. Y'all want to end it here?
No.
or- Okay.
No.
I can go all night.
Hey, yo.
God
Blue
Loves Ugly,
Chew,
episode
sponsor
3.
us.
Oh, what?
And
You're not even in frame, bro.
What
is
was
that
you saying?
better, Fern?
Yeah.
Is that better? Is that better for your podcast?
I have the two whites around me.
Bro, look how
I
he's
know.
elevated too.
Elevated.
You are.
Y'all enslaved me.
What the fuck are you talking about?
What the fuck?
Y'all
In his
enslaved.
room.
Y'all enslaved my people, bro.
The first episode, I funded the whole
Yeah,
operation.
the first fucking thing to come out of your mouth, fool.
I said I fronted the whole operation.
Oh,
Okay, what's the difference?
Sorry.
Get the fucking right, bro.
Yeah,
What
get
was
the
I gonna say?
verbiage Right.
What was I
You're
gonna
usually
say?
so good with
Where are we gonna go
verbiage.
eat after this?
Bro.
Yeah, where are we gonna eat? I'm really
talking
interested in
about
that
Fidel
conversation.
Castro. I'm sorry, bro.
And the
I'm having a
embargo in
blast,
Cuba.
bro. Are you guys having a blast?
I am having a blast.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
fun as well.
Why was kicking crab last time we went so expensive? I felt like I spent like $90.
Yeah,
How?
I don't know. I just don't know if I'm like mentally prepared to be that mucky, you know.
I feel that.
I
It is a
gotta be- I
lot.
gotta be in a headspace to get my fucking
You know what I
shoulders
want to do?
Yeah.
messed up and sticky.
Yeah.
Eat
The kind of person that can be sticky at any time.
That's that shit
That's a scary
hurts my
individual.
soul. Like I knew people in fucking like high school and shit that were like cool with like running around in the muck.
trying to
I'm
eat
talking
some
about
box
it was like just it was raining and they're trying to go for a walk in the fucking like
in the rain.
in the forest or something like that. Or I'm like, what the fuck is you doing? Dog? It's muddy out there. Trying to get sticky like that? Nah.
Yeah.
You like being sticky, Fern?
No, not really.
How you wear your shirt in the pool? No matter how fat you are, how you wear a shirt in the pool?
Yeah, that shit's crazy. Don't do
It's
that.
confidence, bro.
Because then it's all stuck to you anyways afterwards.
You look so much worse with the shirt
Yeah. And if you wear a white one, you're fucked.
on.
But
think-
even still, then you wear a black one, looks like you just got a trash bag
What's-
on. I'm like, yeah, you really hid the fat with that big fucking
Oh, yeah,
trash
what
bag
it
on.
I think that's a bit fat phobic. You've never been there, so you wouldn't know.
What?
Fern's trying to just act extra woke now so he can counteract everything else that he said throughout the podcast.
Bro, mind you,
What
when we
did
were,
I say that was
mind
controversial,
you, when
bro?
we were at the party,
That maybe
and
we should
Oh, yeah.
What did I say that was controversial? That maybe we should respect the police?
That's pretty controversial.
That's pretty
That shouldn't even be a question.
That maybe they uphold the law?
Bro. Yo, why do you sound fruity when you start trying to like not be offensive? Maybe they uphold the law.
Yeah, probably they do.
What the fuck? The condescending ass.
Yeah,
fucking
what
voice.
the fuck?
Yeah, I think they do uphold the law.
Yeah, they do. What do you have to say?
I said I don't like police. I said it from the beginning.
What don't you like about them?
They're ugly. They're
Valid.
mean.
Remember when we were at that party?
I'm just here to
and you
dissent chaos.
Oh, Jesus
bro.
fucking Christ, dog.
I'm just here to dissent chaos.
It's Fern's pod. Fern only wants to talk when I talk. He's not really interested in saying anything until I open my mouth.
Okay, go. Sorry, I'm an asshole.
Are you
bro.
sure?
Yes, bro.
Remember when we were at that party and there was just a loud snap that rang out,
Oh no.
and it turns out the fattest motherfucker in there, his chair buckled out beneath him,
Yeah.
and we all.
We're gonna. Can we talk about that?
I mean, I'm talking about it, and so
'Cause
we were all like,
what if this gets back to
we
him?
were holy.
It
Well,
might,
it
but-
could.
fuck it,
I
fuck it.
mean,
Chance wants to talk about it.
well, whatever.
Okay, yeah.
Anyways, the chair snaps from underneath him, and we're all like, "Oh no, is he okay?" And then Fern just like does like the comedic timing was incredible. Just looks to me and Jolie and goes, "Fucking hate fat people." You're watching this guy almost lose his life, just sitting down.
All right, are y'all cracking Gorlock the Destroyer?
Dog, this was something we're not
I'm
talking
not
about
going
this.
back there,
We're not,
gang.
Bro, it's just are you yes or
Fern,
no?
we're not talking about this. This is
Yes.
straight up. We're not on the whatever podcast, dog. We're not talking about this type of shit.
Whatever podcast.
That's the one where
That's
the
like the
dudes just like
really-
berate women. It's like
Yeah, they just
the
get-
dollar store fresh and fit.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, are you cracking Gorlock
That
the
is the-
Destroyer?
It's not the question; it's where the question can go. If you can promise to not follow up with any other question?
No, I'm not, bro. I just want y'all honest opinion.
Okay, no.
Yeah, no, I would not.
All right. What the fuck? Y'all weird as hell.
Yo,
bro.
don't.
This is that shit that he
do
does.
that.
He tries to act like we're
Yeah, we're the stop. This is why
Bro,
we-
I'm having a blast.
asking the most fucking crazy leading questions, bro. And
leading. Yeah, we need to act like we're in court. Objection, leading.
yeah.
Bro.
That's why, yeah, dude. You asked. That's why I had to make sure it's one question because it could turn into a 30-minute segment that
debacle
needs to be trashed.
might
Yes.
fucking turn-
Again.
It might turn into some shit. wait, remember it was like 5 minutes into it.
Dog, and guess what? That question
That
you
was the
asked was
question.
one of the questions that was the reason we had to cut that whole thing.
Bro, this pod's gonna be great, bro. We're shooting for some shit. This is about to be fun as fuck, bro. Honestly, this is only the 3rd episode, bro.
We're about to be #1 on the charts.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
I think so.
That's what I'm saying, bro. All right, well, God Loves Ugly, episode 3. Thank you for being here with us. And if you got this far, say honk honk. Say honk honk at the end of this video.
Bro, this is what happens when we let Fern just control everything.
What?
That's crazy.
Type honk if you're honk if you're honk if you made it to the end of this.
Say Nicaragua.
Nicaragua.
Fuck, can you say it?
Nicaragua.
It's kind of close.
That's kind of close.
You kind of cutting close.
To what?
Oh, you know.
No, I don't.
God Loves Ugly. Fuck you. Bye.
Free Palestine.
Free Bandistan.
You said the same shit last time.